around $5 million, with much of it being disguised as campaign contributions. Two other co-conspirators face accusations of funneling money to friends and relatives and filing a false tax return.
Fox's Gernal Scott. Congresswoman Sherfilis McCormick, in a statement to CBS, said she's innocent, calling it a sham indictment. The funeral will be later this morning at Washington's National Cathedral for former Vice President Dick Cheney, who died earlier this month at age 84. President Trump will not be there, but former Presidents George W. Bush and Joe Biden will be, and four ex-vice presidents will be there: Dan Quayle, Al Gore, and also Mike Pence and Kamala Harris. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
The phone rang early this morning for the Hamilton County coroner. You have a cloudy sky, but a clear radar where it's 44 degrees in downtown Indianapolis. We're going up to 51. More on your weather in a minute. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 6:02. Someone died in a crash that has closed part of US 31 in Hamilton County this morning. The Indiana Department of Transportation says the crash happened just north of Westfield. Matt Bear has more on this coming up in a couple of minutes from the WIBC Traffic Center. More rain is expected to arrive in Indiana soon, but John Herrick reports that's not all.
Along with the rain, it warms up into the 60s by this weekend, but Greg Mello with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis says those warmer temperatures won't last long.
And that'll really continue into early next week, but then as that second system I talked about, where we get some lower rain chances next week, looks like we could get some cooler air behind that system, so we will have temperatures trending cooler sometime around late Monday and towards Tuesday or even Wednesday of next week.
And he says more winter weather is on the horizon. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Hoosiers are reacting this morning after President Trump signed a new law forcing his administration to release files related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
There's bigger issues that need to be addressed, and, they're wasting a lot of time on this.
I don't know why they had to vote on it in the first place when he can just release it.
And the new law now requires the Justice Department to turn over all files and communications about Epstein, plus any details about the investigation into his 2019 death in federal prison, and they have 30 days to do that. The Indiana Pacers' 8-game losing streak is over. They beat the Charlotte Hornets 127-118 last night, thanks to 24 points from Ben Matherin. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic and weather together in 1 minute on a Thursday morning. It's 6:04.
We know that around the holidays, things don't always go as planned. That's why Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles. So make memories this season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Over 2,000 to choose from. And buy with zero down. Yes, zero down delivers. Every Hubler Q-certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. It includes a 128-point vehicle inspection, plus a free Carfax history report. Plus, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. No matter where your plans take you, spread cheer all season long, knowing Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles. Happy holidays, Indiana. Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations. Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
Okay, we have a fatal crash in Hamilton County, and it has closed all southbound lanes of US 31 at 256th Street, and we have one northbound lane reduced right now while crews help out with the investigation. That's northbound 31 at 256th Street, right about that area. So right now, the southbound lane is shut down. The northbound side is reduced to one lane, and that's going to be tough as you make your way back and forth, say, from Kokomo here this morning. Also looking at downtown, southbound 6570, southbound 6570 stop-and-go traffic before Michigan Street to Washington because of construction. Traffic sponsored by 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. As temps begin to drop, it's time to get your heating tune-up with 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. 24/7 availability and free second opinions. Book now at onehourairindy.com. I'm Matt Bear on the fives at WIBC Traffic.
Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist. What are we feeling? Hey, Tony. Good morning. We got some fog out there again here for this morning. A little bit of drizzle, too. I think we're going to be pretty gloomy all day long today with that on and off light rain for your Thursday. A high of 53. We'll dip down to a low of 48 with cloudy skies tonight. Friday looks pretty soggy. Scattered showers throughout the day, especially the first half of the day. We'll start to see those break up a little bit as we get into the afternoon hours. 56 for your high on Friday. The weekend actually looks better, brighter. 53 on Saturday with partly cloudy skies, mostly sunny skies on Sunday, and highs into the upper 50s.
So it's a week away,
Yep.
Marcus Bailey.
Yep.
I think it's time for the official possible Thanksgiving forecast.
I love that. Yeah, and so... Thank you. The showers that we're going to be keeping an eye on next week don't come in until Tuesday. I think Thanksgiving is dry, but I do think it's going to be significantly colder.
F these people.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now, that time that wasn't Carl. That was all me.
I appreciate the honesty. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I was hoping that it was going to hold off until the weekend, but it does look like we're going to get a pretty good surge of chilly, colder temperatures. As early as Wednesday, I've got highs into the upper 40s on Wednesday afternoon, and that may be too high. I just saw some projections that were putting wind chills around lunchtime for Thanksgiving, possibly into the 20s. So it's a pattern flip. Unfortunately, this is going to happen on the holiday. I'm hopeful that it's, and I'd say I'm leaning toward it being dry, but it does look like it's going to turn pretty cold by the middle of next week, unfortunately.
But this whole place sucks. That's right, it sucks.
Damn.
Listen, it could be worse, all right? You could be saying the other S word.
That would at least be pretty.
Would it, though? On Thanksgiving? I don't want that. I mean, you're outside, you're smoking a brisket. You don't want to be out in that, right?
Yeah, I mean, smoking a brisket when the temperatures are going to dip down into the freezings, right? You have to adjust things. You have to rethink time a little bit. You got to make sure that you're in a place. Are you getting wind or are you not getting wind? There's a bunch to consider when you do this.
Which, by the way, it might be a little bit windy. Wednesday
good
and Thursday
God!
Too. I know. Well, listen, I'm giving you a week.
I hate old white men.
Wait a minute. What?
I hate old white men.
Listen. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm fully aware. I'm fully aware. I clipped that. I got that from the ladies on The View.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were specifically thinking of me when that happened.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah. I said that has Marcus Bailey written all over it.
That's right. 'Tis the season. Absolutely.
Marcus, that's a terrible forecast, man. But
I'm sorry. We'll try to do better tomorrow.
We'll try our best. Marcus, thank you, sir.
You got it.
I'm Marcus Bailey. 43 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:10. This is number 5. And you're like, Tony, number 5. What? The 5th death at Disney in a month. What in the world is going on? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What are you doing? How you feeling? A guest dead at the Saratoga Springs Resort and Spa in Lake Buena Vista. Steps from Disney Springs. This was back on November 8th. This according to the Orange County Medical Examiner's Office. Is it that they're not necessarily, there's not something specifically, no ride that's like taking lives. People are just too happy. It's really crazy. By the way, at the Saratoga Springs property, the resort can cost $2,300 a night. $2,300 a night. Then there are people who commit suicide at Disney. Why? First of all, awful no matter where, and don't do it. And 988 and make the phone call and get the Help Suicide Prevention Hotline. Dear Lord, you're worth it. It gets better. Absolutely make the call. But what would it be about going to Disney and then ending? I can't do a connection there. Is that you go and like maybe this will make me feel better and it doesn't, and therefore you take your life? I don't know. But it's a nutty story. All of this between I think all of this was in November. Between the end of October and now. Crazy story. And I don't know if it's necessarily a bad look for Disney, but I would argue it certainly is creepy. We'll go with creepy is what we'll do. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. You heard it here first. It's going to be cold on Thanksgiving, and the problem is it's Indiana. You know it's going to get very cold. Crazy cold. What is your plan? And you talk to these HVAC companies and you want to get information. You want to understand how to make your house warmer, and everything's too confusing. Masters Heating and Cooling cuts through all the confusion. Masters keeps it simple. You can get a full second opinion from one of their Master Comfort advisors completely free. Masters Heating and Cooling right here in central Indiana. They have been taking care of my home for years, and my house is toasty warm. My house in the summer, super cool. It's fantastic. And you're going to love working with David and the whole team at Masters Heating and Cooling. You will get this free evaluation, this free second opinion, so you can make your next home decision with confidence and peace of mind. Talk to Masters Heating and Cooling today. And with a new system purchase, you can get 0% financing for up to 60 months. They can't be combined with other offers. Talk to Masters Heating and Cooling for all the details. Masters Indy, 317-881-9074. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-881-9074. Masters Heating and Cooling, 881-9074, or online at mastersindy.com. That's mastersindy.com.
This is Gary Dick, a long-awaited announcement in Fort Wayne at 6:32. Join IBJ for an evening honoring exceptional achievements across the C-Suite at our inaugural CEO of the Year and C-Suite Awards, December 2nd. RSVP at ibj.com/events.
Neighborhoods are popping up everywhere, but if you want something different than what you're currently seeing, Joyner Homes, based out of Greenfield, can build you a unique, custom home on your own private lot or anywhere you can bring your own builder. They've built hundreds of homes across central Indiana. Visit Joyner Homes Model Homes or go to joynerhomes.com to see floor plans and pricing and more. With Joyner Homes, you can even start from scratch if you want. Check out their 5-star Google reviews and visit joynerhomes.com.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Bear, what's going on?
All right, Tony. Unfortunately, in Hamilton County, we do have a fatal crash. It is southbound US 31 closed to State Road 28 because of that crash. Right now, traffic is being diverted to State Road 28, and there's a combination of things you can do here for a reroute. Heavy machinery should probably go to State Road 19. That's eastbound on State Road 28. You'll get Tipton and then State Road 19 from there, so you'll be able to stay on the state roads. But yeah, southbound 31 closed right now at State Road 28 because of that crash. Also, one lane reduced at the crash site. On northbound 31, that's going to be the left lane blocked while crews help out on the other side. Traffic sponsored by Fresh Time Market. Fresh Time Market, where quality meets savings every day. Fresh produce, meat, and more. Fresh Time Market, healthy living for less. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Where are we at right now? We've got 43 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:16.
I'm with Applied Innovation customer David Band, Vice President of Communications for Volunteers of America, an organization that supports veterans, seniors, and families with affordable housing.
We rely on Applied Innovation for a multitude of services, from IT support through our multifunctional devices. These devices are supremely important to our innovation and our ability to serve our clients.
Applied Innovation's culture means being involved in their local communities.
The Applied Innovation staff is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, whether they are supporting our mission, supporting our events, or helping us with what we need, it's not often we can find an organization that quote-unquote just gets it.
The benefit of Applied Innovation support?
Bottom line benefit is I can get out there, I can engage with the community and help spread the mission and help people that need our services, veterans, seniors, and families.
Looking for a company that simply gets it? Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedyinnovation.com. Applied Innovation, office technology made simple from a partner you can trust.
You get up early on snow days because snowed in is not an option. The Kubota snow lineup of compact tractors, RTVs, and versatile attachments are built to thrive in the winter. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $5,250. Now through December 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Stop by McAllister Machinery in Indianapolis to see their full line of Kubota or visit them online at McAllisterKubota.com.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251.
Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
Do you need furnace or heat pump service and need to find a local well-trained expert you can trust like Reinhardt Heating and Cooling? Well, find that American Standard dealer at IndyHomeComfort.com.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
This hour powered by Pierce Jewelers, designers of fine custom jewelry in Carmel.
There's life underground.
There's a bit of house cleaning that has to take place. And it has to take place here in Indiana, in our General Assembly. And it has to take place in the White House. You do the best you can. You hire the best of your ability. Sometimes you hit it out of the park. Sean Duffy's a hit out of the park. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. Marco Rubio's a hit out of the park. Doug Burgum, sorry, that guy has been just fine. Even I, who would not have put Robert F. Kennedy Jr. anywhere near a position of power, can admit clearly that there is movement taking place, and the MAHA movement, the Make America Healthy Again movement, is doing some seriously good work and changing the entirety of the conversation. There's a value here. My gosh, even Lori Chavez de Remmer, who is the labor secretary, who is union-friendly to a fault, has not gone down that road. There have been some very, very good picks. Then there's Pam Bondi, the Attorney General. Oh, don't worry, we've got our issues here in Indiana, and I will get to that at 6:45. The latest statement from the Lieutenant Governor. What is this clown show? I don't care if I'm liked. Who gives a good holy damn? What does it matter? But for the Democrats, you better understand real quick, you're worse. That's the story. That's why you lose. You still won't learn. I'll get into it. I'll explain it. Pam Bondi is the Attorney General. And I will state very clearly that as Attorney General, she has not done a good job at all. Where are prosecutions? Where are details? Why in the world don't we see movement on a whole host of subjects? Why, when you were going to share information at the time about the Epstein files, would you hand select, well, that's the only way I guess you can select, a group of so-called influencers and hand them binders that said nothing and think that it's something? We have got these people engaged in serious malfeasance regarding whether it's either President Trump or a host of subjects, and we don't see any movement. We don't see any movement from the FBI. I'm not 100% sure what Kash Patel and Dan Bongino are doing, and I hate saying that. I like Dan quite a bit, but holy hell. I think Dan should have quit when he had the chance. He may still very well have the chance. When it was clear that investigations weren't going to take place, and he was, the story was he was saying, get this done or I'm out. And then they brought somebody in to be the co-deputy director of the FBI. I was like, okay, he'll be back in the radio chair in 6 months. That hasn't happened. I am stunned. I got to assume he's going to write a very good book. But there's this story. You want data? I'll give you data. You've got the prosecution against the former FBI director, James Comey, who flat out lied. This is a guy who was leaking information to the press based on his own words. If you ask me whether I think James Comey is guilty, I argue yes, emphatically. No question. Do I find that James Comey, never mind despicable and disgusting as a human being, never mind this writing in the seashells, 8647, which was absolutely a call to do the president harm from James Comey, a low man of low character. Do I absolutely believe that he authorized leaks to the press? No question. I believe the data is there and it shows it. The story here is that the final indictment that the DOJ put forth through the grand jury was never reviewed by the grand jury. And so Comey's lawyers are saying, there's no indictment here. The prosecutor in this case, Lindsay Halligan, is the interim U.S. attorney, very new to this world. But in order for a charge to come through, an indictment to come through, it has to come through a grand jury in cases like this. And if the grand jury never saw the full indictment, what Comey's lawyers are asking is, how the hell is there an indictment? The first thing I thought of was the woman who was prosecuting O.J. Simpson, Marcia Clark. You've got every bit of evidence, you've got everything on your side, and you screw it up. I'm saying right now that if Comey turns out not to be charged because they didn't go through the steps proper, fire Pam Bondi, I'm done. Don't care, don't want to hear, oh, sure, Tony, point the guns at your own people. You're always willing to take out your own people. I want competence. And I just named for you 9 people who have competence. But Pam Bondi, I don't think has it. And that's a shame because I thought she did. And I talked about her as an excellent choice instead of Matt Gaetz. She did the work down in Florida. She's solid, except this has been a little too much, it seems. Much more focus on how much she loves Donald Trump and not enough focus on getting the job done. You screw up this prosecution? You don't present the indictment to the grand jury? Do you have an indictment in that case? Now, maybe you do, and maybe there's an argument that lawyers can make. Well, actually, Tony, that's more of a technicality, but the main indictment and the charges against Comey will stand. It doesn't give me much faith that you're going to be able to make this happen. that you've got the competence to actually go in there and make it happen. Lots of great people. Lots of good work. Pam Bondi is a miss. We should say so, and we should correct it. That's what leadership does. Speaking of correcting things, Hoosiers, Republicans, delegates, you've got some things to fix. I'll get into that at 6:45. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matt?
Yeah, Tony, looking at southbound 31 in Hamilton County, all lanes closed because of a fatal crash. Closed at State Road 28, about 8 miles north of Westfield. And US 31, all lanes closed at State Road 28, and that's where traffic's being diverted right now. Also, northbound 31 around 256th Street where the crash happened. The left lane is closed while crews help on the southbound side. So restrictions there. US 31 in the State Road 28, 236th Street area. Please be careful. Looking at northbound 65 south side slow, Raymond Street into the south split. Traffic sponsored by B Window. It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
The latest on the Braun Bray feud. Braun Voyage, baby!
Join us Thursday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
There are Black Friday deals going on all month long at Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield. You can lease a new Ford Escape or Bronco Sport for just $339 a month. I own the Bronco Sport. It is incredible. You're going to love the car. Of course, you can go bigger. You could save over $13,000 on a new Ford F-150. And on Black Friday, here's how it works. Black Friday week, you walk into Andy Moore Ford, 2713 East Main Street in Plainfield, and you yell out, "I heard about the fantastic Ford Black Friday on Tony Katz," and you can get $2,000 off your best deal. Or you can take 20% off your service bill. But I really want you to yell it. I don't know if they do, but I do. Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield. The service, the selection, the people there. So good. If you've got a commercial fleet, you've got a business, they can handle on their bays. They just built this whole area for commercial vehicles. They can get 35,000-pound vehicles on the bays, fix them, have your business running at peak efficiency. You need to customize that work van or their work truck. Andy Moore Ford is the only place to go. For your personal life, for your business life, Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield. Talk to them today. 2713 East Main Street in Plainfield. Get those Black Friday deals all month long online at Andy Moore Ford, M-O-H-R, AndyMooreFord.com.
Imagine being the wizard of your own home. With Xfinity, intelligent self-healing Wi-Fi fixes problems like magic. It boostifies speeds to your devices when you need it most, and makes your favorite Wicked content sparklify on every screen. All while a spell of protection helps keep your family safe online. When you're out in Oz, Xfinity Mobile joins Wi-Fi and 5G to keep your phone connected from here to the Emerald City. If you had the most intelligent Wi-Fi from Xfinity, everything would work together for good. And now you can cast a spell to stop time and keep your internet bill steady for 5 whole years. With the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. No contracts or commitments with amazifying equipment included. Xfinity, imagine that. And see Wicked for good, only in theaters November 21st. Restrictions apply. Select plans only. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Brake lights and detours in central Indiana. You have a cloudy sky, but a clear radar in downtown Indianapolis where it's 44 degrees. We're going up to 51, and this report is brought to you by Window Nation. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:30. Someone died in a crash that closed part of US 31 in Hamilton County. It happened early this morning. The Indiana Department of Transportation says the crash is just north of Westfield. Matt Bear has much more on this coming up in a couple of minutes in the 93 WIBC Traffic Center. President Trump has signed a bill into law to release the Jeffrey Epstein files, which the Senate quickly passed after receiving the House-approved measure Wednesday morning. Meanwhile, Harvard professor and former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers says that he is not stepping aside, telling students that he plans to keep teaching even after emails revealed his past messages with Epstein.
Some of you will have seen my statement regret, expressing my shame with respect to what I did in communication with Mr. Epstein.
Sound courtesy of student Lola DeSantis.
And that I've said that I'm going to step back from public activities for a time, but I think it's very important to fulfill my teaching obligations.
Harvard revealing it's conducting an investigation into individuals mentioned in the files to evaluate what actions may be warranted.
And that's Fox's Kristen Goodwin reporting. President Trump is set to meet the 20 hostages released by Hamas last month, welcoming them to the White House today. Former Vice President Dick Cheney will be laid to rest at Washington's National Cathedral today. And the 59th annual CMA Awards took place last night, and country singer Vince Gill walked away with one of the evening's biggest honors, the Willie Nelson Lifetime Achievement Award.
And that list of people is astounding. And I'm pretty confident I'm the only one that's ever won this award that's never smoked any weed.
And meanwhile, singer-songwriter Lanny Wilson took home Entertainer of the Year, Album of the Year, and Female Vocalist of the Year. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It's 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. The city of Fort Wayne has selected Kansas City-based Price Brothers Development as the master developer for the long-awaited North River District project. The 29-acre site is envisioned as the home of a $50 to $60 million field house and ultimately residential, retail, and entertainment venues. Fort Wayne Mayor Sharon Tucker.
It is a big deal. We have been working on this for a long time. The North River Field House and the surrounding housing and amenities that will go in, we believe from the studies that we've seen and the work that we've put in that that is the appropriate project to move forward in this space.
Indianapolis-based Allison Transmission Holdings said Wednesday it has received all required regulatory approvals for its previously announced acquisition of the off-highway business unit of Ohio-based Dana. As a result, the company expects to close on the $2.7 billion deal at or near the end of this year. Look for officials in Hammond to cut the ribbon today on a $9 million expansion of the Hammond Sportsplex. Plans for the expansion date back to 2024, when the Hammond City Council unanimously approved a new 1% food and beverage tax. The $18 million Hammond Sportsplex opened in 2018. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Indiana University is shaping the future of healthcare with Hoosiers in mind. Advancing discoveries that become treatments for Alzheimer's, obesity, cancer, and rare diseases, and training the providers trusted to deliver them. From the lab to your local clinic, IU powers medical breakthroughs and the talent behind them. Discover how IU is solving what's next at iu.edu/impact.
Central Indiana is on the move, and the next big conversation is happening in Indianapolis. Join business and community leaders at Innovate Central Indiana, a powerful morning of ideas, innovation, and insight. Join us at the Westin in downtown Indy, December 11th. All part of our Innovate Indiana series presented by Indiana University and Old National Bank. RSVP now at ibj.com/innovate. Eli Lilly and Company says it plans to open a new Lilly Gateway Labs site in Philadelphia, all part of a broader effort to help foster biotech startups and innovation. It will occupy space in a life sciences facility in Philadelphia's downtown Center City District. A Lilly spokesperson tells IBJ the goal is to have companies identified and occupying the space at the facility as soon as the first quarter of next year. The U.S. Labor Department said Wednesday it will not be releasing a full jobs report for October because of the 43-day federal government shutdown. Instead, it will release some of the October jobs data along with the full November jobs report December 16. This is Gary Dick for 93 WIBC.
Okay, about 8 miles north of Westfield at southbound 31 and 236th Street. We do have a crash right now. The closures at State Road 28 in Tipton County, okay? Southbound 31 at State Road 28. All lanes closed because of a fatal crash from earlier this morning. There's also a lane restriction on the northbound side through that area as crews assist with the investigation on the southbound side. You can reroute using State Road 28. Also, westbound 70 slow Rural Street into the North Split, then southbound 6570 jam North Split down to Washington Street. Northbound 65 slow from Raymond into the South Split. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Window's Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free, plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
43 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:36. We check on sports because that's what we do. Ryan Hedrick with the win.
Tony, good morning. Attention to detail and better defense. That's the formula that Indiana Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle says delivered the aforementioned win against the Charlotte Hornets. It also snapped the Pacers' 8-game losing streak. Final score 127-118.
What we need to look at is disposition, attitude, conviction. Tonight, everybody was really committed on everything that they were doing, and that's how it had to be. Charlotte's a good team.
But still, the Pacers off to their worst start ever, losing 12 of their last 13. They play Cleveland on Friday on the road. The first place Indianapolis Colts take on the 5-5 Kansas City Chiefs Sunday at Arrowhead Stadium.
I've heard it's a great stadium playing, great atmosphere, so it'll be a cool experience, and we understand the challenge we have here.
That's Colts wide receiver Alec Pierce.
They definitely need a win. I think there's definitely going to be some urgency in that building there, so I'm sure they'll be treating it like a playoff game, and we got to do the same.
And the Colts are underdogs for this game. Kickoff at 1 o'clock. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com.
Hey, listen to this. All it needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Simple Quarters has helped over 3,000 families sell their homes in Indiana.
And it's really important to me, too, why we're getting to do this, is that you get to go be with Bay.
I get to go be with my husband. Simple Quarters was the best option for me because I ended up connecting with Ronnie on a personal level. There was no BS involved. It was simply straightforward, to the point, honesty. And that is what made me go with Simple Quarters.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME.
Do you remember what was happening in America? Families struggling, billions in wasteful spending. But Senator Todd Young fought back. He voted for working family tax cuts, and Senator Young voted to crack down on waste, fraud, and abuse, saving taxpayers billions. So call Senator Todd Young at 202-224-5623 and thank him for supporting the Working Families Tax Cut, paid for by American Prosperity Alliance.
Groceries, gas, just about everything you can buy comes with a tax on it. No matter what, the government's always there to take their cut of your cash. Your money belongs to you. That's why Congressman Jim Baird joined with President Donald Trump to pass historic legislation to ensure you keep more of your hard-earned cash. According to the White House, Congressman Baird's vote means Americans will receive a tax cut, saving over $10,000 every year. They'll get no taxes on tips for workers, and families will receive permanent increases to child tax credits and expanded child care access. That means bigger paychecks, a stronger economy, and more prosperity across our nation. To learn more about how President Trump and Congressman Jim Baird are saving American families money and putting money in your wallet, call Congressman Baird's office at 317-563-5567 or visit baird.house.gov.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Window's Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free. Plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com.
Pierce Jewelers' breathtaking selection of lab-grown diamonds, refined to perfection and value. It's the new choice in diamonds. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
Reach out, touch faith.
Thank goodness I'm not doing this for the music moment. Although it would have some interesting response, I think is what it would get. Tony Katz. Tony Katz today. Good to be here. Good to be with you. I have a lot. We have a very large show today, and I don't always say that. We just happen to today have a very large show. One of the things that we have to dig into is this aptitude drop. We have had a lot of talk across the country about what COVID has done to our kids, how it has clearly affected the education in America. I have found myself thinking that this has been a lot of a crutch utilized by people who say, oh, yeah, see, COVID, that's the problem. No, we have a real problem with education. The unions have failed us. The system has failed us. And it's up to us to change that system. And it goes back to what we talked about when we were talking about DOGE and all the cuts that were coming. Does the institution exist for the betterment of the citizen, or does the institution exist for the sake of the institution existing? This is what we're looking at. And we have seen time and time again that politically people believe an institution should exist for the sake of the institution existing, which I disagree with, and I think you might disagree with. It has to exist for the betterment. I do not believe education exists for the betterment. And I also give a full caveat. My kids went to public schools. I thought they did great. That doesn't mean that they are great. My anecdotal is not proof of a system. The proof of the system is the numbers. Here's the numbers. Joanne Jacobs does a really nice blog. And her argument is that today's students are going to earn 8% less, but they won't even be able to understand it because they can't calculate 8%. The decline in reading and math since 2013, but really exacerbating in the pandemic. The downward slope since 2013, down 9 points in math, down 14 points in reading. This isn't working. And the numbers show themselves. If you check out the show sheet over at TonyKatz.com, you'll see this for yourself. And we have to ask ourselves how we change the system. And that means some people won't have as cushy of a deal. It's okay. Is this about these kids and our future, or is this about some teacher and their deal? Not angry with the teachers, just trying to set the stage. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new 2026 Corolla, $219 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc, 36 months RAV4 model 4432, 39 months Corolla model 1852, 29.99 due, 0 security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter, expires 11/30.
Traffic on the fives. Matthew Bear, he's a heck of a guy. What's going on with you?
What's happening, Tony? Check it out. This crash in Hamilton County. It's southbound 31 at 256th Street. Now, the road is actually closed. Southbound 31 is closed in Tipton County at State Road 28, and that's where traffic is being diverted right now. If you're going northbound 31 at the crash site around 256th Street, you'll see a lane restriction, left lane closed while crews help out with the investigation on the southbound side. Downtown, just hearing about a crash. It's westbound 70 approaching the north split, slows us down to rural. Then southbound 6570 jams from the Northwood down to Washington Street. Traffic sponsored by B Window. It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off, plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 43 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:46.
Giant list of reasons why I trust Window Nation. They did such an awesome job replacing the windows in the front of my house. My old, drafty, cracked windows. Came in within a day, put in some new windows, left my house cleaner than before the install. Recently ranked highest on Forbes' list of best window installation companies. So you know you can trust Window Nation for high-quality, affordable windows.
They have an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau. They have got over 45,000 five-star reviews, and they've came out to my house. I trust Window Nation. You can trust Window Nation. They are the best in the business, but you need to hurry. The sale ends soon. 50% off all window styles and 0 interest financing for 5 years. Schedule a fast and free estimate right now at windownation.com. windownation.com.
Food insecurity is an urgent problem, one that impacts real Hoosiers. You can help today. Gleaners needs donations. Your contribution goes further with Gleaners. For every $10 you give, Gleaners leverages their resources to turn your $10 into $90 worth of groceries for families who desperately need help right now. Your gift benefits local community members, and every dollar counts. Gleaners also needs volunteers now to help with warehouse distribution. Go to gleaners.org and donate or get involved today.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Join us for Downtown Indy Alliance's 63rd Annual Circle of Lights, presented by IBEW Local 481, Friday, November 28th, with live entertainment featuring acts from ISO's Yuletide Celebration, the Indianapolis Children's Choir, and Clayton Anderson. Go to downtownindy.org/holidays.
Everything I'm about to say about the Indiana Republican Party, I believe to be true and accurate. Everything I'm about to say about Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith is true and accurate. And to the delegates who want to argue this with me, I'm going to argue back. You have an opportunity to make changes, and you need to. In Secretary of State and in Lieutenant Governor, you deserve better. I sure as hell deserve better. We deserve better. But don't ever get it twisted. Everything that the Republican Party in Indiana has to offer is better than everything the Democratic Party in Indiana has to offer. All the opportunity the Indiana Democrats have, and they refuse to take it because they don't talk about anything that Hoosiers are talking about. They talk about a national playbook that has shown itself to lose time and time again. Tony Katz, great to be with you, 93 WIBC. Good morning. The national playbook is what Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith is playing with. If you are interested in redistricting, what you will be doing is finding a way to persuade members of the state Senate to vote your way. You want redistricting, right? Well, then what's your plan to get there? You have some senators who disagree. How do you persuade them? How do you convince them? Well, you don't do it by crap posting on Twitter. Doesn't work, which is why I have said of these so-called influencers, cut out the nonsense. You're not helping. Make the case. Make a better argument. You want to direct people to call a state senator? Go right ahead. You want to swat a state senator? You're nuts. And for the record, we've now had 2 swattings of state senators. We still don't know who did it. I have no idea who these people are. Yet I have Democrats saying, oh, we know who did it. You don't know anything yet. When you know, you can say something. When you don't know, you just sound like schmucks. But again, you don't care about data. The national playbook has no interest in data from the Democratic Party. We see you. We know what you are, and it's why you lose time and time and time again. You don't seem to care. You still give us people like Destiny Wells and Jocelyn Vare. They put this woman Vare in front of Recenter, Indiana. The woman's a virulent leftist. What are you talking about? Recenter. Her center is so far to the left, you would think you were on the Titanic mid-sink. Micah Beckwith puts out a post. From here on out, whenever I introduce myself, whether it's to one person or 1,000, I'm going to say, I'm the Lieutenant Governor of the great state of Indiana and the President of the weak Indiana Senate. He continues, because let's call it what it is. Not showing up to vote is weakness. Refusing to take a public stand is weakness. Hiding behind closed doors while Hoosiers demand accountability is weakness. And right now, the Senate is proving just how weak it can be. Indiana deserves better. Hoosiers deserve leaders who show up, stand tall, and do their job. Enough is enough. Well, bravo on getting yourself some clicks, Lieutenant Governor. But you didn't change a mind. This is what all your time on the pulpit has taught you? This is how you get people to your cause? Crap posting on Twitter? Rather, I would believe the argument should be we should redistrict, and I am speaking to senators every day to convince them of the value of this moment. We should take it, and we should be bold. You're not an influencer, except you play one on our dime. You play one on the taxpayer's salary. You don't play a lieutenant governor. You don't show any level of leadership, none. I declared months ago your political career over. You got very angry. I can understand that. You called me arrogant again. Watch how little I care. But in the conversation of who is acting like a leader and who's trying to act like a so-called influencer, well, I know where I'm at, and I know where you're at. Posts like this don't do anything. Posts like this don't move the needle. Posts like this don't change minds. Posts like this do not win the day. Unless, of course, winning the day is you getting a couple more clicks and a couple more likes and, oh, look at me. You already won. What happened to being bold? What happened to leadership? What happened to strength? What happened to vigor? It's not here. It ain't there. It's not in a post on Twitter. Did nobody on your staff tell you this? I think that people have, in some ways, given the lieutenant governor a very hard time for very little reason. I think this whole idea about the AI video, I've still seen no proof of it. And I find it to be, well, very hard to believe. I find it to be, hey, let's smear a guy and let's have nothing really behind it. Well, you've got this woman saying so. With all due respect, I don't have any data. And so I look at that and say, this is a really ugly thing to do to a man. And then I take a look at what the man does to himself, and I say, this is a really ugly thing to do to Hoosiers. You won the gig. Where's the leadership? And if you're not going to lead, would you do me a favor and step aside so we can get a lieutenant governor who will actually work with the senators over the Senate in which he presides, and maybe get someone to see that there's a better way to do this than say no to redistricting. Your way guarantees failure, Lieutenant Governor Beckwith. And honestly, I just don't have any time for that crap. It's time for you to go. Matt Bear has traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matthew?
All right, Tony. Tipton County southbound 31 is closed at State Road 28 because of a fatal crash in Hamilton County. Traffic being diverted to State Road 28 and crash approaching downtown Indianapolis westbound 70 before the north split slow to Sherman. Traffic sponsored by B Window. It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com. Matt Barrett, WIBC Traffic.
When people think sleep apnea, they think CPAP. Now at Advent, we do all we can to help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine. And most sleep apnea sufferers who come to Advent are going to be able to avoid a CPAP altogether. Our unique Advent approach using simple in-office solutions can get your nose working and throat open all under one roof. You see, the root of every snoring and obstructive sleep apnea problem lies within the throat, nose, or both. At Advent, we know when we get the nose and throat working properly, most snoring and sleep apnea problems will subside. And we have the most simple and convenient, ultra-effective in-office solutions that can do just that. And this is why people have traveled by planes, trains, and automobiles from corners of the world you would never think of to find the sleep apnea and snoring relief you won't find elsewhere.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. AdventKnows.com. Most insurance accepted.
Woke radical liberals are screwing up this country, but Senator Jim Banks is fighting back. He backed one big, beautiful tax cut for working families, ending Social Security taxes for nearly all seniors, and taxes on tips and overtime gone. So call Senator Jim Banks at 202-224-4814 and thank him for backing working family tax cuts and putting America first. Paid for by American Prosperity Alliance.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, is it true?
What's that?
Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires?
Absolutely.
Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change?
You got it.
I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
But I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
No purchase necessary. Ends 12/31/25. Visit website for details.
The biggest Black Friday sale ever is going on now at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Save up to $800 on top brand mattresses from Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy. Indiana-made Smith Brothers of Bern is holding their factory-authorized sale with the lowest price in 2025 and 50% off all Flex Deal and Lazy Boy. Free delivery, cash discounts, interest-free financing. Hurry! Sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at indianaunclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check indianaunclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
Hey, Black Friday's come early to Tom Roush Lincoln with our 999 deal. $9,000 off a new Lincoln Corsair, $9,000 off a new Lincoln Nautilus, or $9,000 off a new Lincoln Aviator. Your choice of any of these great luxury cars, $9,000 off. So get those Black Friday deals all month long at Tom Roush Lincoln.
Corsair stock number L25277, MSRP 5220. Nautilus stock number L25270, MSRP 57235. Aviator stock number L25246, MSRP 65165. See dealer for complete offer details.
Guys, don't propose with a ring that she didn't pick out. Trust us, she already has a ring in mind. So engage with Gage Diamonds, in person or online, where Gage's skilled ring designers will work with her to create the perfect setting, matched with the perfect stone. Gage specializes in exquisite lab-grown diamonds. Financing available. GageDiamonds.com. We're engagement's middle name.
Coming up in 2 minutes, what forecasters are saying about rain chances, when it will start and when it will end. What's happening in Hamilton County this morning, and what happened to the Indiana Pacers last night. Those stories coming up after Fox News. From the Technology Recyclers Studios, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis on a Thursday morning. It's 7 o'clock.
He signed it. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. And after President Trump gave final approval to Congress's resolution compelling the release of the Epstein files from the investigation into underage girls' sex trafficking, he posted on Truth Social the Democrat-led Biden administration never released a single file. Fox's Doug Luzader reports.
Attorney General Pam Bondi, meantime, and her Justice Department have 30 days now to comply, although some documents may be redacted and others may be withheld, citing ongoing investigations.
We have released over 33,000 Epstein documents to the Hill, and we'll continue to follow the law.
A Democrat has been indicted in a fraud case which Congresswoman Sheila Sherfilis McCormick tells CBS is baseless and a sham, claiming she's innocent. Sherfilis McCormick is charged with stealing $5 million from FEMA-related COVID funds and spending some of it on her 2021 campaign in Florida. There's a new Fox News poll out post-government shutdown.
President Trump's job approval rating is at 41%, down 5 points from a month ago. Across the board, voters didn't like how our leaders handled the shutdown, with the president at 62% disapproval and Republicans and Democrats at 63 and 64% disapproval, respectively. But when asked if the shutdown was a hardship for their families, 54% said it wasn't at all.
Fox's Gernal Scott. An economic report the shutdown delayed will finally come out next hour. The September jobs report expected to show more hiring than August, but the unemployment rate remaining 4.3%. We will never get an October report. Instead, hiring last month will be included in the November numbers that'll come out next month. Country music's best were honored last night. Lainey Wilson winning CMA Entertainer of the Year on ABC.
I just came into here just wanting to celebrate country music. The love of my life, and I know the love of so many of y'all's lives.
America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Showers and more mild temperatures. You have a clear radar in downtown Indianapolis, and at Monument Circle, it's 44 degrees. We're going up to 51. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02. That's the pattern that's going to play out over the next several days, says forecaster Andrew White at the National Weather Service, Indianapolis.
Yeah, we're expecting rain to move into the southwestern portions of the state near Evansville late today. Not getting into the Indianapolis area probably until the overnight hours tonight.
And he says rain will likely stick around for most of tomorrow before drier skies and more mild temperatures move in for the weekend. Someone died in a crash that has closed part of US 31 in Hamilton County. Matt Baer has much more on this coming up in minutes in the WIBC Traffic Center. In Fort Wayne, a pickup truck crashed into a home Wednesday night after a short police chase, and the driver is dead. Police say the chase began when officers spotted someone driving a truck too fast near a shopping center. That person did not stop. Police gave chase. The driver was alone when police finally made the discovery, pinned underneath the car and pronounced dead at the scene. Hoosiers reacting after President Trump signed new legislation requiring his administration to release files connected to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
I don't think he was dumb enough to keep records of, oh, hey, this important person paid me $10,000 for a night with this girl, or this important person paid me $20,000 for a weekend with this girl.
What the bill does is it requires the Justice Department to release all files and communications related to Epstein, as well as any information about the investigation into the death of when he was in federal prison in 2019. Men shooting at each other in downtown Indianapolis. IMPD says it happened on November 8th. They have now arrested 3 people for that incident. The shooting happening in the early morning hours as bullets went through businesses, even an SUV, shattering windows and striking a headrest. Investigators say they used surveillance videos to identify the men involved. Finally, a win for the Indiana Pacers. They beat the Charlotte Hornets 127-118 at Gainbridge Fieldhouse last night.
Through a tough stretch, the guys just kept hanging in, and they made a mad run at the end, which always happens, and guys did a good job to hold them off.
And Ben Mathurin led the way with 24 points. The Pacers played the Cleveland Cavaliers on the road on Friday night. Number 1, Purdue is in Nassau, Bahamas tonight, taking on Memphis, and IU is back at home to play Lindenwood tonight. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 7:05, traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Baer.
Yeah, Ryan, this fatal crash on southbound 31. It's closed to 31 at State Road 28 at Tipton County. The crash actually happened in Hamilton County, but traffic being diverted to State Road 28, Tetersburg. One reroute could be to go east over to Tipton, then pick up 19 from there. Inbound 69, 3-minute delay, 106th Street, 282nd. Crash approaching the North split on westbound 70. That has traffic slow back to Emerson Avenue. The crash is on the right shoulder. Southbound 6570 stop and go from the north split to Washington Street because of construction. Northbound 65 slows before Raymond into the south split because of road construction. Traffic sponsored by 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. As temps begin to drop, it's time to get your heating tune-up with 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. 24/7 availability and free second opinions. Book now at onehourairindy.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Drew Narsutis, Wish TV meteorologist. What's happening?
Yeah, we are currently dealing with a little patchy fog out there. Most of Marion County not seeing it too bad, but especially out east of the Marion County area, I think out near Lafayette could see some pretty heavy fog at the moment. So be cautious if you do run into it this morning. After it fades towards midday, we're still left with cloudy skies, a mild feel, and occasional fits of mist or drizzle. So not the nicest of days, but it should be better than the Friday coming our way. At least this weekend's looking much better.
That is Drew Narsutis, Wish TV meteorologist. Hey, man, thank you. Appreciate it. As always, there he goes. 44 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:07. List. And I like it when Indiana makes a good list. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. The group over there at Open Table, which I've used for many a reservation, they're not a sponsor or anything, I'm just saying I've used them. They put together the top spots, top restaurants in the country. Based on, I don't know what they do, who made reservations or who left a note or whatever it is. And two of the places ended up, two of the places on the list are from right here. So according to Open Table, you have got, the first on the list is Vita. Now this is Cunningham, right? Vita is Cunningham Restaurant Group. I have yet to get to Vita. I am told that they are brilliant, that it is a spectacular spot. It's at 601 East New York Street. Vita is supposed to be incredibly, incredibly good. I have not gotten there yet. That is my fault. I am working on it. I'm looking at the tasting menu. Right now. You could just go with the amuse-bouche, which is what Matt Bear usually prefers to do. The Hokkaido scallop. You could do the zucchetta cappelletti. You can bring it on to a little bit of beef tartare, which I do enjoy. I do enjoy. They've got a seared Hudson Valley foie gras, which some people have a serious issue with. I am not one of those people. Not at all. And they have the Neiman Ranch grass-fed ribeye, which I say, yes, I will try that. You can end it with the ricotta donuts. That's Vita. Vita-restaurant.com. The other place I have been to, and I have no connection to whatsoever, that's 9th Street Bistro in Noblesville. 9th Street Bistro has maybe 17 seats. Okay, I mean, it might have more than that, but it's a small place. They change the menu all the time. That 9th Street Bistro exists in Central Indiana is proof that Central Indiana is the place to open a restaurant. They're spectacular. They're not good. They're not great. They're spectacular. The innovation, the creation, the willingness to say, we're going to do what we do. We will in no way or in any way compromise, and you'll come along and you'll be thankful. That's them. It's unbelievable. So this is the menu right now. Right? And listen, the menu changes. constantly. Or you can do the homemade focaccia, which is Matt Bear's personal favorite. If Matt Bear could bathe in focaccia, he would do it. He said so. He said to me the other day, he said, Tony, I said, hey, Matt, what's going on? He goes, I just want you to know. I said, is it serious? He goes, Tony, if I could bathe every day in a bed of focaccia, in a bathtub filled with focaccia, I would do it.
I need a bigger bathtub.
That's what he said. Yeah. And you can have that with the homemade burrata. Then they've got the truffle cheese fries or the French onion soup. On the menu right now, you got the lamb bolognese pasta, the beef short ribs, the duck pozole, which is a Maple Leaf Farms bone-in duck leg confit served over a pozole soup. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Pozole, P-O-Z-O-L-E? It's made with hominy, green chilies, duck breast bacon. I said duck breast bacon. Carrots, marjoram in a rich broth garnished with local radishes and cilantro. Dear God. Dear God, that is yes. That is all sorts of yes right there. Let me ask you right now, Tara Hastings, would you agree with my assessment? Oh, I had it, didn't have it right. Shame on me.
Ooh, yes.
There it is. There it is. That's the Tara Hastings seal of approval there. 9th Street Bistro, Noblesville, is spectacular. I hear nothing but good things about Vita. I haven't been there yet. I got to get there. 9th Street, I've been to, not enough. Incredible. Guys, I have not talked the food scene in a while. The food scene here is still incredibly, incredibly good. And there are cool things happening all over the place. Go out and enjoy it. Before Thanksgiving gets here and you've got all the leftovers, this weekend, go out. Try a place. Big, small, fancy, not fancy, doesn't matter. A place you've never been into. Go try it. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Every day, you're giving yourself to others. Whether it's soccer practice, work demands, or meal planning for the fam, life just keeps going. But an extraordinary life is the one you keep loving and living. 1 in 8 women will face breast cancer in her lifetime. Age 40 or older? Visit franciscanhealth.org/breastcare to schedule your mammogram online. And don't let the ordinary get in the way of your extraordinary life.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
Guys, don't propose with a ring that she didn't pick out. Trust us, she already has a ring in mind. So engage with Gage Diamonds, in person or online, where Gage's skilled ring designers will work with her to create the perfect setting, matched with the perfect stone. Gage specializes in exquisite lab-grown diamonds. Financing available. GageDiamonds.com. We're engagement's middle name.
Traffic on the fives. Matthew Baer, WIBC Traffic Center. What's happening?
What's happening, Tony? Looking at southbound 31 in Tipton County. All lanes closed at State Road 28 because of a fatal crash. And Ryan will talk to you more about that coming up during the 7:30 news. Right now, one option to push is get out of State Road 28. That's where traffic's being diverted. Travel east to Tipton, then you can pick up 19. That is a possibility. Looking at westbound 70 crash. Approaching the north split. Slow to rural. Southbound 65-70 jams. North split to Washington Street because of construction. South side northbound 65 stop-and-go traffic after Raymond into the south split because of road construction. Traffic sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com. With over 100 online casino-style games, Chumba Casino is your destination for nonstop entertainment. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21+. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
43 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:16.
Complete your magnificent holiday meal this year with a beautiful centerpiece from Gillespie Florists. Create warm memories for those at your picturesque holiday table. Gillespie Florist has been celebrating the holidays with Indiana families since 1960. Gillespie has single candle centerpieces starting at just $39.95. Choose from a variety of arrangements online at GillespieFlorist.com or call 273-1100. 273-1100. Gillespie Florists, for all the flowers in your life.
This hour powered by Pierce Jewelers, Carmel's Diamond Engagement Ring Store.
Getting ready for the popcorn moment. Brought to you by Boer Remodeling. BOOHER. BoerRemodeling.com. If it's in your four walls, Boer Remodeling is the call. Now, your kitchen, your bathroom, your basement, these are the places that I talk about a lot. Are you happy with it? Do you want to increase the value of your own life by making changes to these places? And I would argue yes. Yes, you do. The question is, what is it that you want? That's always the question. What is it that you're trying to do? I think there's this real misnomer that it has to be something big and massive and earth-shattering and life-changing. It can be simple. It can be big. It can be that you think there's only one little thing to do and you know seriously that you want to do these other things. How do you make that all work? Part of the problem with home renovations is that you don't know what you don't know. And you become overwhelmed in your own head about, well, if we do this, what do we do about that? What do we do about the other? Boer, that's where they step in. Their 5-step design process, starting with that initial consultation, gets rid of the stress, allows you to understand the process, and then you can, in a much more orderly way, understand, okay, well, maybe these things, no, but these things, yes, I can get done what I want. If I look at it differently, I can realize I can get even more than I ever imagined. That's what Boer does. And then the best materials, the most skilled craftsmen, standing behind their work with a 2-year workmanship guarantee. They deliver quality work on time with a service-oriented attitude. You are going to have a result that is spectacular. A kitchen, a bathroom, a basement that is amazing, that works for you and your family, increasing the value of your life. Boer does that without the stress. Talk to Boer Remodeling today. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Boer Remodeling. 852-5546 or online at Boer. BOOHER. BoerRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. It's a story you need to hear to believe, then grab your popcorn, because there is more. This is, well, it's a twofer, I got to admit, because I've got a little bit of Stacey Plaskett defending the indefensible, and then another rousing edition of Jasmine Crockett's Masterpiece Theater. As we know, Representative Jasmine Crockett is the voice of the Democratic Party, and every time she speaks, she says something ridiculous. This week, It is the full defense of lying about who was connected to Jeffrey Epstein and saying, no biggie. She's nuts. And let her keep talking and let her keep speaking. Let her keep being the person. Let her keep being the voice. 10,000%. But first, Stacey Plaskett. Of course, Plaskett did not get censured by the United States House of Representatives while she was speaking, texting with Jeffrey Epstein. This was during a hearing. There's a hearing that took place in 2019. Everybody knew what Jeffrey Epstein was all about. And here's Stacey Plaskett texting with him during this hearing where Michael Cohen is testifying. And she doesn't think she did anything wrong. She doesn't think it was any big deal whatsoever.
What was your relationship with Epstein?
So Jeffrey Epstein was a constituent. He was a resident.
He had a house in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Constituent, that's a stretch.
Of the Virgin Islands, lived there, I guess, more than half of the year because he was registered there. I had received donations from him after the last investigation came out, which was after this texting. I gave any donations that I had previously received from him to women's organizations and did not have any contact with him. But like many constituents, individuals get your phone number, they text you about issues, they speak with you. I have spoken with him about issues that are relevant, things that are going on in the Virgin Islands and elsewhere around the country.
That's nuts. That is beyond the pale. You knew who he was, and you're defending the indefensible. But to defend her, enter Jasmine Crockett. Who states it does not matter that Jeffrey Epstein and her spoke because Epstein initiated the conversation.
Maybe you don't think she should be removed from her committees, but why do so many Democrats seem unwilling to say it's inappropriate to be texting with a registered sex offender about what you're going to ask a witness at a congressional hearing?
So I'm not going to necessarily say that that's the case. Now, this is somebody that was a former prosecutor. Now, I haven't sat down and talked about all the specifics of why Stacey was doing what she was doing. I know that when she got up and she spoke, she talked about the fact that this was one of her constituents. At the end of the day, what I know of prosecutors is that they are typically talking to co-defendants. They are typically talking to the people that have the best information. And what you had was you had the former attorney for the president that was sitting there. And honestly, we knew, or she knew, or at least Jeffrey Epstein presented that he was very cozy with the president. He had more information, registered sex offender or not. The bigger question is, why is it that the president was so cozy with a registered sex offender even after he ultimately ended up with some of his convictions? And seemingly, he had absolutely been on the plane with him. We know about the birthday card. The bigger question is, why is the president of the United States not the one that is in the hot seat for his relationship, instead of us saying, oh, you know what, we're going to take her off of her committee because he decided to text her.
That is an amazing manipulation of the data. Amazing manipulation of the data. Trump is the guy who threw Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago. There is no proof that the birthday card that the Wall Street Journal put out is his. None. Zero. Less than zero. But as we will soon see in the part 2 of this conversation, when you take a look at her next, or listen to her next line regarding her own words, because she said during the hearing about releasing the files, the Epstein files, that Jeffrey Epstein, well, he donated here, he donated there, he donated to all of these people, including to Lee Zeldin. It's a different Jeffrey Epstein. A Dr. Jeffrey Epstein gave money to Lee Zeldin, who now heads the EPA. Not this Jeffrey Epstein. And she wants you to believe that, oh, well, no, I said it right.
Democrat who's been on defense over Jeffrey Epstein is Stacey Plaskett.
Oh, that's the wrong clip. Sorry about that. She got the wrong Jeffrey Epstein. The wrong one. And she won't apologize for it. She won't say my bad. She won't say my mistake. She's like, no. I said a Jeffrey Epstein. May not be that Jeffrey Epstein. What's the big deal? Disparaging Lee Zeldin and anybody she can for politics. As for Trump, there are a lot of people in the Epstein files. We already know this. But this is a great example, as you just heard it from Jasmine Crockett yourself. Facts don't matter. How can you burn the guy matters. It's the only thing that matters. That's today's left. You got to ask yourself if you want to be a part of that. And the answer is no, I don't. I don't want the American people to be a part of that. Now the files, everything's passed, right? Trump signed the legislation. We've got 30 days. And Pam Bondi better get it out before then. Maybe we'll find something out. I certainly hope people go to jail. Matt Bear's got traffic.
Yeah, Tony, in Tipton County, southbound 31 is being diverted as State Road 28 because of a fatal crash. We checked the northeast side at inbound 69, crash at 96, traffic stop and go back to 116th Street. Westbound 70, crash approaching the north split, and it's blocking the center lane traffic stop and go back to Emerson Avenue. Southbound 65-70 jam from North Split to Washington Street because of construction, and northbound 65 stop and go after Keystone into the South Split because of that same construction zone. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Window's Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free, plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hammer and Nigel show back at it this afternoon. A lot of fun, a lot of laughs. And then Rob Kendall is going to rip off his shirt and go off the rails. Let's go.
Guys, you may be looking for that new home. I totally understand that. But without the right team to market your home so you can sell it, so you can buy the next place, you're going to have problems because the Indianapolis real estate market is strong, but it's not easy. You need to talk to Mark Dietl. What you're looking for is a fast, guaranteed, no-hassle home sale, but you don't want to have to give up hard-earned equity to do it. Mark Dietl is the real estate expert trusted and recommended with the sale of your home. Mark Dietl guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. You just pick your move date. No long-term contracts. You can cancel anytime. Neil in Indianapolis said, I had already moved and listed my old home with an agent friend for 60 days. Not happy. I decided to evaluate the Mark Dietl marketing plan, and I switched. To my relief, after about 15 days on the market, the Mark Dietl team sold my home as is for the price I needed. Talk to the local Indianapolis agent. Give him a call right now. The agent recommended, the agent who guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. That's Mark Dietl. Call today, 317-755-4232. Get all the details or go online to markdietl.com. That's Mark Dietl, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdietl.com.
When I was 48 years old, I had a massive heart attack.
Jake Query, sports radio host and announcer for the IndyCar Radio Network, shares his story as a registered organ donor.
I've always heard the assumption that I don't know about being an organ donor because if you go into the ER, they're going to be more anxious to get your organs. I'm kind of proof that's not the case. When your life is the one that's in the balance, your life is the priority.
Say yes to organ donation.
I have the opportunity to allow another group of people to continue the love and the beauty of life. Why wouldn't I do it?
To learn more, go to donatelifeindiana.org.
It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com.
Trust me. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220 or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Indy, stop using the fall to paint year after year. Do what Lynn did. She called Rhino Shield.
It is a single-wide manufactured home. We moved from our home, which we had the Rhino Shield on. Rhino Shield was what we were going to do. That was no question. We knew we were going to do it.
Rhino Shield's a ceramic coating. It's not paint, it's better.
The Rhino Shield representative came and we discussed what we wanted done. At the time, we had the roof done as well.
Now you can have the 25-year guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 15% off the regular price.
Even the people that have been a little younger than us have said they don't have to worry about getting just an everyday painter because Rhino Shield has the 25-year warranty, and we truly believe in this product.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
A disabled SUV and a collision. Your radar is clear on Monument Circle where it's 44 degrees. We're going up to 51. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:31.
The SUV was southbound US 31 just south of 256th Street. A deer out in front of the vehicle. The SUV appears to have hit the deer, and after hitting the deer became disabled in the roadway.
A Hamilton County spokesperson holding a news conference minutes ago near US 31 after an SUV was hit by a semi-truck. The person driving the SUV is dead.
Our accident reconstruction team is on scene as we speak, putting things together. Obviously due to the weather conditions being nighttime, no street lamps out here as well. We have several light towers out assisting our reconstruction team.
And Matt Baer will have an update coming up in a couple of minutes on how this will affect your commute. He's standing by in the WIBC Traffic Center. Terrorism, that's the charge against a Chicago man who set a woman on fire riding a train this week.
Police say the 26-year-old victim was riding the Blue Line train in Chicago around 9 p.m. Monday when 50-year-old Lawrence Reed allegedly approached her from behind, removed the cap from a bottle of liquid, and poured it all over the victim's head and body. The woman attempted to run, but police say Reed caught up with her, igniting the bottle and using it to set her on fire. Records show that Reed made repeated unprompted utterances during the incident, specifically yelling for the victim to, quote, burn alive before fleeing the scene. But federal investigators caught up with him the next morning, officials confirming he has an extensive criminal history, including a previous aggravated arson charge and several separate arrests.
That's Fox's Todd Pyro reporting. Indiana State Senator Dan Durnall says he and his family got caught up in a swatting attempt last night. He says someone made a false report to the cops just to get a big response to his home. He says luckily the cops figured it out and everybody is okay. He called the whole thing scary and shocking. Greg Good, another senator, had a swatting attempt at his home this week. Funeral services will be held this morning for former Vice President Dick Cheney. The Vice President for George W. Bush passed away earlier this month at the age of 84. President Trump has signed the bill that releases all investigative files related to the convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, who died in federal prison in 2019. And an Elvis-loving judge forced to retire.
There are plenty of Elvis impersonators in Las Vegas, but there's one less on the bench in Missouri, following the resignation of a St. Charles County judge known for wearing an Elvis wig and discussing politics in court. Matthew Thornhill hanging up his gavel after being found guilty of multiple judicial ethics violations. The State Commission faulting him for dressing like the dead singer, playing Elvis music during court proceedings, ruling them inappropriate, and that they undermined the dignity of the judiciary. Sue Guzman, Fox News.
Sports on WIBC. At Cambridge Fieldhouse last night.
And time will run out. Indiana wins it 127-118, just their second win of the year.
That's Mark Boyle on the Elevance Health Radio Network. The Pacers struggling through their worst start ever, dropping 12 of their first 13. But last night, Ben Mathurin led the way with 24 points and 12 rebounds in the win.
You know, I just feel like a lot of things that we can do, better things defensively. I think that's the most important thing. You know, you don't really feel it until you get stops. And I think that's the most important thing we have to focus on right now.
And the Pacers visit the Cleveland Cavaliers on Friday. The Kansas City Chiefs this year might not look like the team that's won multiple Super Bowls, but Indianapolis Colts know they can still be dangerous even with the 5-5 record.
Everybody in this building has had their fair share of battles against Kansas City, winning at Kansas City, winning, here at home. But it's a new year. We all got to earn our reputations. We all got to earn whatever we want every year, regardless of what we did in the past. So looking forward to another opportunity on Sunday.
And that's Indy linebacker Zaire Franklin. The Colts head into the road game Sunday as underdogs. Kickoff at 1 o'clock. College basketball tonight. Top-ranked Purdue takes on Memphis in Nassau, Bahamas. And the Hoosiers, IU, back at home, facing Lindenwood. Tomorrow, Butler plays South Carolina. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 7:35, traffic on the 5s. What are you watching, Matt Bear?
Right now, Ryan, looking at southbound 31 in Tipton County, all lanes closed to State Road 28 because of that fatal crash you were talking about, and State Road 28 is where traffic is being diverted. Inbound 69, that's a crash at 96th Street, causes stop-and-go traffic back to 106th. Inbound 70, crash on the local ramp to southbound 6570, the one that takes you to Ohio Street, Michigan Street, Fletcher Avenue. The left lane is blocked. The ramp is open, but it is going to be slow on your approach. And then looking at southbound 6570, stop-and-go traffic from the north split down to Washington because of construction. Northbound 65 on the south side, 10-minute delay from Keystone into the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by B-Window. It's B-Window's biggest sale of the year. Up to 68% off plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
43 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time, what's the time? Oh, it's 7:37.
Woke radical liberals are screwing up this country, but Senator Jim Banks is fighting back. He backed one big, beautiful tax cut for working families, ending Social Security taxes for nearly all seniors, and taxes on tips and overtime gone. So call Senator Jim Banks at 202-224-4814 and thank him for backing working family tax cuts and putting America first. Paid for by American Prosperity Alliance.
We know that around the holidays, things don't always go as planned. That's why Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles. So make memories this season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Over 2,000 to choose from. And buy with zero down. Yes, zero down delivers. Every Hubler Q-certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. It includes a 128-point vehicle inspection, plus a free Carfax history report. Plus, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. No matter where your plans take you, spread cheer all season long, knowing Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles. Happy holidays, Indiana. Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations. Select models, approved credit, warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
Do you remember what was happening in America? Families struggling, billions in wasteful spending. But Senator Todd Young fought back. He voted for working family tax cuts, and Senator Young voted to crack down on waste, fraud, and abuse, saving taxpayers billions. So call Senator Todd Young at 202-224-5623 and thank him for supporting the Working Families Tax Cut. Paid for by American Prosperity Alliance.
Josh Reckley, Chief Operating Officer for Otter Air Services, utilizes Applied Innovation for both copiers and IT support.
We engaged with Applied early in our infancy stage of Otter, before we even had a facility, just kind of looking for managed IT solutions.
Otter Air relies heavily on Applied Innovation to keep you up and running.
Our entire operation is really set up and heavily based on computers. We're really happy to partner with such a strong group and would highly recommend them to anyone that is just currently looking for managed IT or even copiers.
And Applied Innovation will play a critical role in your future.
It's been a great working relationship with Applied as we grow in size and need, just the peace of mind having these folks, at our disposal is really strong for us.
Looking for reliable managed IT support? Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com. Applied Innovation.
Express the heartwarming message that says love is about being together. Let a Pierce Jewelers diamond engagement ring be the symbol that says, I love you. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
Whenever I'm out a-wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen.
Today on the marketplace, liberty is in the air, people. And now in your glassware. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What is going on? Good to be with you. During downtime clearing my head, I find myself on Facebook Marketplace because they've got cool stuff, odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff, all sorts of stuff on the marketplace. And I share it with you over there at WIBC.com, and the whole marketplace segment brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Matt Baer, he's on the live stream, youtube.com/WIBC. And so is producer Carl. Matt, are you a fan of liberty?
I like liberty a lot, Tony.
Are you a fan of freedom?
Oh, man, do I love
it. Do you believe in America?
Oh, America. Hot sausage, beautiful.
And how... What?
Boy, I just said America, beautiful. I love America.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought you said. Mm-hmm. And how do you feel about Arby's?
Oh, man, I love cheddar cheese, Tony, and I love roast beef. So,
Who doesn't? Who doesn't? On right now, on the Facebook Marketplace, is the vintage 1976 Arby's Bicentennial Collector Series drinking glasses featuring Rocky the Squirrel and Underdog.
Oh, wow. Yeah, those are cool.
Right? Now, I missed out on the McDonald's Hawaiian glasses. They got sold. I missed out. I'm very upset. It was a set of 4 rocks glasses. I'm not happy. These, not necessarily my thing, except it's a squirrel on a rocket waving a bicentennial flag. And I'm saying, outside of Beach Grove every weekend, where else can you see that?
Hey, one of these Underdog glasses, Underdog is taping up the Liberty Bell.
Yes, trying to fix the crack saves the Liberty Bell.
Yeah, but the Liberty Bell is supposed to have a crack. That's supposed to be America expressing our freedom. It's supposed to
not.
Stop putting Band-Aids on the Liberty Bell, Underdog.
You don't have to fix what isn't broken.
Yes, thank you.
But it is broken. That's why he's fixing it.
Yes.
You see, Matt, the Liberty Bell and Underdog fixing it is a nothing more than a representation of how we have to continue to strive to be a more perfect union.
I think the crack is a better representation of that. Because we fixed it in our hearts, in our minds.
I don't actually have a sound effect that goes with that. I don't have anything. I'm like, nope, that doesn't work. Nope, that's not it.
I mean, if
that's not it.
Going to do this, just put the Liberty Bell in attraction, you know.
These are 5.5 almost 5.5 inches, 5.25 inches tall. Are these glasses? They'd be beautiful for your morning OJ.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have an orange juice with your oatmeal in the morning or in the evening?
Absolutely not. Too much sugar in orange juice.
Too much sugar for Matt Baer.
Too much sugar.
Too much sugar for the sculpted. Matt, you're on the live stream. Take off your shirt. Just.
Oh no.
He's doing it, isn't he?
Oh no.
Is he?
I feel weird about that, man. I mean, if I'm going to be doing that, people should pay me. Where's my money? No, I'm serious. I was like, it's like buying a car and you leave the dealer tags on it, even though, you didn't, they're not paying you to drive that car. That's what I'm thinking.
Wow.
Yeah. I have strong
Don't forget to check out Matt's new podcast, Capitalism. Damn Skippy.
Oh, one thing had nothing to do with it. Yeah.
Courtesy of WIBC.com. Sponsorship's now available. Oh, you're going to pay through the nose. You know why? Because Matt Baer don't do nothing for free. Those days are over.
Oh, man.
he got a touch of the fame, and now he's like, ooh,
come
daddy
on.
needs cash.
Come on, no, you got to make people pay for your assets.
That's swell. Well, yeah, I'm going to leave it alone.
I've got a good shape.
Are you in for these glasses for $20?
No, I don't get dishes unless they're made of plastic.
The full listing is there at WIBC.com from the marketplace, presented by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Let's check in with traffic. Matt Bear on the 5s. What's going on?
What's going on, Tony? Looking at southbound 69. That's a crash in 96, backing us up to 116th Street. Southbound 31, Tipton County. All lanes closed at State Road 28 because of a crash from earlier this morning. And Ryan will talk to you about that during the 8 o'clock newscast. Northbound 65 entering the south split. Stop-and-go traffic from South Keystone Avenue. The crash did clear in the north split. The ramp from westbound 70 to southbound 6570. Southbound 6570 is stop and go right now from the north split down to Washington Street because of construction. Traffic sponsored by B Window. It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
43 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:45.
JMV here. It's the most wonderful time of the year at Miss M's Home and Garden. Join them this Saturday, November the 22nd, and Sunday, November the 23rd, for their annual holiday open house. Stroll through the garden shop to shop the festive decor, enjoy food samples, and sign up for giveaways and door prizes with your purchase. Fresh cut trees, greenery, wreaths, porch pots, and more will fill the greenhouse. Bring your family and friends to enjoy the festivities. Miss M's is located on State Road 135 south of Whiteland Road in Bargersville.
Hammer here for my friends at AAA. The holidays are here. It's upon us, and so is winter weather. This year, stay prepared and give everyone on your list the gift of a peace of mind by giving them a AAA membership. As a AAA member, you get roadside assistance 24/7, 365. Flat tire, dead battery, you name it, AAA is there. You also get exclusive travel discounts, hotels, rental cars, and all the cool events happening around the Hoosier State this holiday season. Now through the end of the year, new members can join AAA for just $50 for a 1-year classic membership and add an associate for free. This is a great gift idea. Give someone you care about a AAA membership. Visit AAA.com and use the code HOLIDAY25. That's HOLIDAY25 at AAA.com, or just call 844-GO-AAA-GO or visit your local AAA office. Give the gift of AAA this holiday season. Tell them Hammer from Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Groceries, gas, just about everything you can buy comes with a tax on it. No matter what, the government's always there to take their cut of your cash. Your money belongs to you. That's why Congressman Jim Baird joined with President Donald Trump to pass historic legislation to ensure you keep more of your hard-earned cash. According to the White House, Congressman Baird's vote means Americans will receive a tax cut, saving over $10,000 every year. They'll get no taxes on tips for workers, and families will receive permanent increases to child tax credits and expanded child care access. That means bigger paychecks, a stronger economy, and more prosperity across our nation. To learn more about how President Trump and Congressman Jim Baird are saving American families money and putting money in your wallet, call Congressman Baird's office at 317-563-5567 or visit baird.house.gov.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Don't wait until Gold Friday. Get specially priced tickets for the Pacers-Pistons game.
Players outside the arc, now center of the floor. Siakam drives, whips that left-hand pass into the lane. Caught and finished by Isaiah Jackson.
Get the best ticket prices of the season with your Indiana Pacers Gold Friday deals presented by KeyBank. This week only, get specially priced tickets for the Pistons game on Monday. Get your tickets at Pacers.com/Gold Friday. That's Pacers.com/Gold Friday.
An official message from Medicare.
Couple more minutes, and we'll start this month's book club.
You know, I usually love a plot twist, but this year, I'm comparing my options during Medicare open enrollment.
You can't assume your current health or drug plan is the best one for you.
And you gotta make sure your drugs are covered. That's important.
So is saving money.
Review all your options at Medicare.gov. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Do you need furnace or heat pump service and need to find a local well-trained expert you can trust like Family Heating and Air Conditioning? We'll find that American Standard air dealer at IndyHomeComfort.com.
Shop the Black Friday Now sale at Grand Appliance to save on top brands like Cafe, GE, and more. Visit grandappliance.com or your local showroom for details.
Join WIBC this Saturday for the grand reopening of Allisonville Home and Garden by Sullivan. Join us at 9 a.m. for a live broadcast of the Home and Garden Show and discover what's new. Don't miss the excitement. Allisonville Home and Garden by Sullivan is back and better than ever.
The shutdown revealed a lot of things to America if we pay attention to it. And one of the things it revealed is that we have a lot of abuse when it comes to SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, food stamps. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. And we need to remove some people from that program. We have to start with a fundamental difference between the political right and the political left. The political left views a program as successful based on how many people are on it. The political right views a program success by how many people don't need it anymore. I argue in the same way Milton Friedman would that these programs create and encourage dependence. It creates an evil, vicious cycle to which success in one's own life is seen as punishment by not being able to keep these types of benefits, and therefore people do not strive in order to keep on getting what it is the government gives them, dictating to them. It's gross. It's the wrong way to think. We want people to thrive and build, and we want to help those people who are in a serious state of hardship or have other issues that mean they can't help themselves. I believe this is done via private charity. I am a huge supporter therein. But we should not be encouraging programs that keep people dependent on government and therefore say, see, that's why we need more government programs. It's backwards and it's ugly, and it really is dismissive of people and their possibilities. And we've got the data. The left's argument of you don't care about people is just wrong garbage horse crap. We know that there is an abuse of the system. We know that there are people utilizing these benefits who shouldn't be. In the state of Indiana, 4,845, according to the data that's put out, I believe, by the USDA, the Department of Agriculture, is Brooke Rollins, the secretary, discussing this. In New York, it's over 25,000. In California, it's over 25,000 now. They have larger populations. Illinois, it's 7,200. Ohio, it's near 16,000 people abusing these benefits that you and I pay for. And we have to say no. And part of the reason we have to say no is that if we believe that the program should continue, to which I would argue I have great questions and a serious argument against, we could at the very least agree that people who abuse the system and take from the system are keeping us from helping those who might actually need the help. Now, here is where the left must come to a realization and an acceptance. Are you there to help the people who need the help, or are you there just to give the government dollar because more people with government dependency means more potential votes for you? Which one is it? Answer the question, please. We should want to be the people who say, no, you cannot abuse. No, you're here illegally. You do not get. Well, that's another hard one, isn't it? Well, it's not hard for anybody who's rational. I didn't say there couldn't be private charities who help those people. I'm talking about the assistance of we, the taxpayer. We should not have to pay for those things, and we shouldn't have to pay for people who are abusing it. Able-bodied men on food stamps? That's a hard one to swallow. Someone down on their luck, I want to help that person. Now, again, I'm more apt to want to help via private charity. And we've got a lot of great groups. And, we talked during the shutdown, give to your local food bank. Do me a favor, don't stop. Today, tomorrow, this weekend, just drive by, drop off what you can. I'm not saying you can do everything. I'm not saying you can necessarily do anything. You're having your own issues. I hear you. You're not a bad person. But if you can do, the private charity is incredibly important. But we either want to stop the abuse or we want to encourage abuse. And that is really where we're at. I want to stop the abuse We have to change the system. The shutdown has shown us this. We have an abuse of a system meant to help our fellow Americans. We need to stop the abuse, and we need to put an end to the abusers. Not feel pity for them, but say, shame on you. Nope, that's not what we're going to be a part of. Matt Bear has got traffic. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
Yeah, Tony, looking at southbound 31 in Tipton County, all lanes closed to State Road 28 because of a fatal crash from earlier this morning. Ryan has the details coming up during the 8 o'clock newscast. Inbound 69, crash 96, backing us up to 116th Street at a delay of 8 minutes. Inbound 70 stop and going to Sherman into the North Split. Southbound 6570 jams from the North Split to Washington. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Window's Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free. Plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Heard about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation? Your neighbor Chip did.
I'm a real car guy, and I have a garage that I got tired of fighting the epoxy fight. Finally, I saw something on Facebook, and I got interested in Galaxy. Looked like a real good solution to me.
Home or business, Galaxy's got you covered.
My house is on a post-tension slab. It can get cracked, so what these guys did was they came in and they grooved out all those little cracks, and now it's one complete lovely surface, very pleasant on the eyes.
Transforms pools, patios, garage floors, driveways, and more. And Galaxy Concrete Coatings comes with a lifetime warranty.
You can just tell by looking at it, it's going to be impervious to anything I can throw at it for as long as I can imagine. And I haven't looked back since. I love it.
Click on Galaxy Concrete Coatings today. And remember to like us on Facebook. Galaxy Concrete Coatings, we are out of this world.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new 2026 Corolla, $219 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc, 36 months RAV4 model 4432, 39 months Corolla model 1852, 2999 due, 0 security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter, expires 11/30.
You know that moment, right before the relatives arrive, when you suddenly see every spot, stain, and pet hair in the house. Hi, this is Denny Smith for Zero Res, and I'm here to tell you, don't DIY it before Thanksgiving. Leave it to the cleaning heroes at Zero Res. They'll make your carpets, upholstery, and even your air ducts shine without soap, residue, or harsh chemicals. Right now, get 3 rooms cleaned starting at $129 and take $50 off air duct cleaning. That's how you get your home looking and smelling like you meant to plan ahead. With over 5,100 Google reviews and a 4.9 rating, you can trust Zero Res to get it right the first time. So before Aunt Terry starts helping with the vacuum, call the pros. 317-388-5141 or ZeroResIndy.com, because nothing says welcome home like carpets so clean you could eat your pie off of them. But please don't. Zero Res, forward or backward, it spells the same, and it spells clean. 317-388-5141 or ZeroResIndy.com.
Comcast Business is celebrating the holidays by giving your business the $1,000 holiday bonus when you switch to a gig speed internet package. Just imagine the thousands of possibilities of a $1,000 prepaid card. Like possibility number 12, the new laptop for the office holiday hero. Or possibility number 108, smart speakers to deck those hallways. Or possibility number 192, new equipment for the new year. Or possibility number 555, Bluetooth holiday lights for office decor. Switch to Comcast Business, designed for 100% reliability with business internet and wireless connect, plus advanced cybersecurity, and now get the $1,000 holiday bonus. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 12/14/25. New customers only with 2-year agreement. Requires qualifying gig package. Other restrictions apply.
Coming up in 2 minutes, why part of US 31 in Hamilton County is closed this morning, how Indy Metro Police tracked down several people wanted in a downtown shootout, what forecasters are saying about rain chances, and how Notre Dame's football team is getting ready for its upcoming game. After Fox News from the Technology Recyclers Studios, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis. It's 8 o'clock.
The Justice Department has 30 days to comply. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. President Trump's given final approval to the resolution Congress passed almost unanimously, compelling the Justice Department to release the Epstein files from the investigation into the undercover or their underage girls' sex trafficking.
It has exceptions, including allowing for the DOJ to redact the identities or personal information of Epstein's victims for ongoing federal investigations. The president taking to Truth Social to reveal he signed it into law, posting, Democrats have used the Epstein issue, which affects them far more than the Republican Party, in order to try and distract from our amazing victories.
That's Fox's Kristen Goodwin. A Democrat in Congress has been indicted in a COVID funds fraud case. Sheila Sherfulis McCormick is accused of stealing $5 million in the FEMA money and diverting some of it to her 2021 campaign in Florida. Congresswoman Sherfulis McCormick claims she's innocent, telling CBS the indictment is a sham. Fighting has flared up again in Gaza. After a ceasefire had halted the war,
the Israeli military's conducted a series of attacks over a 12-hour period. This after its troops came under fire in the southern Gazan city Khan Yunis. The Israel Defense Forces says it responded by striking what it calls Hamas terrorist targets across the Gaza Strip.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. At least 33 Palestinians have been killed. Hamas condemns that as a shocking massacre. A new Fox News poll is critical of both Republicans and Democrats over the government shutdown, and President Trump's approval rating has dropped 5 points down to 41%.
Economically, 52% of voters said inflation is not under control and that groceries, healthcare, utilities, housing, and gas all cost more than a year ago.
Fox's Gernal Scott. An economic report delayed by the shutdown comes out this hour. The September jobs update expected to show an increase in hiring from August. The unemployment rate perhaps remaining 4.3%. We won't get a jobs report for October. Hiring last month will be added to the November update. Its release has been pushed back to the middle of next month. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A deer, an SUV, and a body bag. Your radar is clear. It's 44 degrees in downtown Indianapolis. It is foggy, but there are no advisories across central Indiana this morning. We're going up to 51. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:02. One person is dead, and part of US 31 in Hamilton County remains closed after a morning collision. The Hamilton County Sheriff's Office says they were called out at about 4 after an SUV hit a deer, leaving the vehicle stalled in the road.
And then at that point, a southbound semi traveling behind it hit the SUV, causing collision, was involved at that point.
A Hamilton County spokesperson holding a news conference last hour says crews are now working to reconstruct the crash. Matt Baer will have more on this crash coming up in a few minutes in the WIBC Traffic Center. Showers and warmer temperatures. That's what we can expect over the next few days, says Andrew White, a forecaster at the National Weather Service, Indianapolis.
Yeah, we're expecting rain to move into the southwestern portions of the state near Evansville late today. Not getting into the Indianapolis area probably until the overnight hours tonight.
And he says we'll probably see rain through most of tomorrow, but drier skies and warmer temperatures move in toward the weekend. 3 men now facing charges after Indianapolis police say they exchanged gunfire downtown on November 8th, not far from this radio station along Washington Street near Monument Circle, leaving cars and buildings damaged. Bullets tore through a rideshare driver's SUV, breaking windows, hitting a headrest. Police tracked down the people using surveillance video showing they were involved in a dispute just minutes before they started shooting. Police made a few dozen arrests yesterday following a drug sweep in Johnson County.
The Johnson County Sheriff's Office says they served 32 felony warrants this week and arrested 26 drug dealers. The Sheriff's Office worked with the Franklin Police Department to bust these dealers throughout Johnson County. Cocaine, marijuana, and meth were some of the drugs confiscated, along with fentanyl.
Fentanyl is huge. The amount that we see
when we do these search warrants is incredible.
Some of those arrested were repeat offenders, and some came from Marion County. Johnson County Sheriff Dwayne Burgess said of those arrested, the youngest was 20 and the oldest 68. Jarrett Lewis, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
College football, Notre Dame looks to keep its playoff push moving forward Saturday when the 9th-ranked Irish take on Syracuse in South Bend.
Notre Dame averages 38 points a game behind C.J. Carr, who has thrown 21 touchdowns, while running back Jeremiah Love adds more than 1,100 rushing yards to an offense that gains over 450 a contest. Defensively, the Irish allow just 18 points per game and hold opponents to under 100 rushing yards. Syracuse has dropped 6 straight and ranks near the bottom nationally in total defense and turnover margin. Len Clark, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The 8-game losing streak is over. The Indiana Pacers took care of business last night downtown, beating the Charlotte Hornets 127-118. They play the Cleveland Cavaliers on the road this Friday. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 8:05, traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
Yeah, Ryan, in that fatal crash, the closure's actually in Tipton County. It starts southbound 31 at State Road 28. All lanes of southbound 31 shut down because of that fatal crash. And then coming in from Fishers, it's inbound 69 where we wrecked at 96th Street. That has us backed up to 116th Street for a 10-minute delay. Westbound 70 slows Sherman into the north split, then to construction on southbound 65 from the north split to Washington Street. Traffic sponsored by Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. Get your home ready for colder temps at the holidays. Benjamin Franklin of Indianapolis is here to help. Everything from plumbing inspections, water heaters, and more. Book now at BenjaminFranklinPlumbingIndy.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Drew Narsutis, Wish TV meteorologist. What's happening?
Yeah, we are preparing to see some of the patchy fog that has been around this morning fade in the next couple of hours. As it does, unfortunately, it's not like the sunshine's going to come on out. We're just going to give way to more cloud cover. High temperatures in the mid to lower 50s outside, a breeze out of the south, and an occasional raindrop or two here along I-70 and in central parts of the state. Further down to the south, if you're going to be traveling, get ready for a little extra rain that we will all eventually feel in the forecast by our Friday morning.
Now, Thanksgiving, we spoke to Marcus Bailey about this, and what Marcus said about the Thanksgiving forecast is, it sucks and too bad for you, Katz, and then he made fun of my mother, and then he hung up.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh gosh, it was brutal, but it was nice to actually see him show he actually has some personality, no matter how off-putting it is. Drew, yeah. What say you about Thanksgiving and the weather? Are we going to enjoy this?
I think we are going to be able to enjoy most of it. It won't be great weather for throwing the pigskin around out back, but I don't think there'll be too much travel issues. It'll just be colder than we'd like, and you know what? I don't think it's ever been too cold outside to fill my belly full of all sorts of food, so I think we're still fine. Marcus can, keep doing whatever he wants to do.
Wow, look at him throwing Marcus under the bus. That was unbelievable.
You made fun of your mom. I'm not going to let him, I'm not going to let that slide.
Did you hear that there, producer Carl? He's defending Diane, and he's throwing Marcus Bailey under the bus. Brutal, but also fair. Drew Narsutis,
yep.
Wish TV meteorologist. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. 44 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time right now is 8:08. I wonder if my mother's listening right now. She wasn't feeling well, and now she's on the mend, and she's supposed to come up for Thanksgiving, and I don't know what's gonna happen. Depends on how she's feeling. So I don't know if she's listening right now. So Mom, if you're listening, send banana bread. Stop it with the whole I'm not feeling well, blah 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 blah. Banana bread. I mean, come on. What are you supposed to do? Not have banana bread? Ridiculous. Tony Katz. 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. One of the stories that you're going to be hearing about today. This kind of broke last night. There's a representative, a congresswoman out of Florida named Sheila Cherfulous McCormick. I know nothing about her. Absolutely less than nothing about her. As a matter of fact, until this story, I had not heard of her. I didn't know the district that she represents in Florida, which is, it happens. But West Palm Beach is part of the area that she covers. And if you want to see a district that is drawn in a very peculiar way, it is something else for sure. Well, the story is that she's accused of stealing $5 million in FEMA funds. This story is just breaking overnight, and she used this to fund her 2021 congressional campaign. $5 million. This is the accusation. There are several co-defendants, including her brother. They conspired to steal an overpayment of $5 million in FEMA funds their family health care company received in July of 2021 as part of a COVID-19 vaccination staffing contract. I swear to you, I hear that, and all I hear in my head is, they did it. Innocent till proven guilty, but once again, COVID, the scams, all of it. It's just never ending. Never ending. So I'll have more of this on Tony Katz today. And I appreciate those of you who have asked, hey, Tony, do we have any more details about January 24th, 2026? Right now, I'm telling you to save the date. Trump, 1 year later, a red tie gala. That is what's taking place. The Hyatt Regency, downtown Indianapolis. That will be the scene. It's going to be amazing. The red carpet, the photos, the food. Oh, it's going to be fantastic. Someone's like, I expect a carving station. I don't think you're getting a carving station. I'm telling you, we sell enough tickets, I'll throw in a carving station. I am that guy. I am 1,000% that guy. It is not a sit-down dinner where we're passing the hors d'oeuvres. They're going to be everywhere. We'll have a couple of stations around. Of course, the bourbons will be there. I think we're going to have, they have created an old-fashioned that's really, really good that we'll have available. But it's going to be a look at the year that Trump has been in office. The highs, the lows. You're going to laugh. You're going to cry. You're going to learn. You're going to fall in love. It's going to be spectacular. Tickets, I'm hoping, go on sale next week. We're going to have some incredible VIP deals and the best seats in the house. Wait till you hear about that as well. I have invited some people of note, and it is my plan to invite all of the Wish TV meteorologists and put them at one table so you can meet them all and be like, what's it like being on the show? And they'll tell you it's the greatest experience of their life, because it is. So this is January 24th, and this is Trump 1 year later, a red tie gala. That's right, red tie. And someone said they want Matt Baer there in nothing but a red tie. We'll make that happen for you. We will make that happen for you. That's right. People are very, very, very excited, and rightfully so. So join us, January 24th. Tickets on sale soon. I'll get that information to you. Trump, 1 year later, I am presenting a red tie gala. It's going to be out of control. You want to be a sponsor? Reach out. Reach out. You're going to want to be a part of this. You trust me. I have not let you down yet. I'm not about to. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at indianaunclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check indianaunclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
Indianapolis real estate market's strong, but certainly not easy. It's a good time to sell only if you hire a real estate team that knows how to aggressively market your home like Mark Dietel. Perhaps you're worried with a challenging market, you won't sell your home for the price that it is worth. Mark Dietel is the real estate expert trusted and recommended with the sale of your home. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. You just pick the move date. No long-term contracts. You cancel anytime you want. Troy in Connorsville said, I was a real estate challenge. I wanted to sell my home over market value and buy a home near my favorite hunting area with land and no HOA close to town. Miraculously, the Mark Dietel team did it all. They found the perfect new home at a great price and sold my current home in 10 days for $10,000 over list price. Call the local Indianapolis agent, trusted and recommended. The agent who guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. That's Mark Dietel. Call today, 317-755-4232. Get all the details or go online to markdietel.com. That's Mark Dietel, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdietel.com. We've got traffic. It's on the 5s. We've got Matt Bear. What do you got?
All right, still in Tipton County, southbound 31 closed to State Road 28 because of a fatal crash from earlier this morning. Traffic being diverted to State Road 28. Coming in from Fishers, inbound 69. Crash at 96, backed up to State Road 37 for an 11-minute delay. Westbound 70 stop and go traffic. Emerson Avenue into the north split. Turns into southbound 65-70, which is jammed to Washington Street because of road construction. We hope this work will be done at the end of the week. It might take longer. Inbound 65 stop and go 21st to Meridian. Northbound 65 slows after Keystone Avenue into the south split. Traffic sponsored by Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. Get your home ready for colder temps and the holidays. Benjamin Franklin of Indianapolis is here to help. Everything from plumbing inspections, water heaters, and more. Book now at BenjaminFranklinPlumbingIndy.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
44 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
It's the strongest hearts that remind us to cherish the moments. It's the grandmas who made us sit up straighter, the grandpas who showed us old records, and the parents who were embarrassingly loud at our games. It's those hearts that are anything but ordinary. Caring for extraordinary hearts for decades, Franciscan Health knows heart care is more than just a name on a chart. It's somebody who shaped your whole life. Heal your heart today at franciscanhealth.org/heartcare.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
Do you remember what was happening in America? Families struggling, billions in wasteful spending. But Senator Todd Young fought back. He voted for working family tax cuts, and Senator Young voted to crack down on waste, fraud, and abuse, saving taxpayers billions. So call Senator Todd Young at 202-224-5623 and thank him for supporting the Working Families Tax Cut. Paid for by American Prosperity Alliance.
Kohl's has 20% off gifts that are so good, your family might think you read their minds. Check off your list now with cozy, thoughtful, and stylish gifts that will make them say, "How did you know?" Yep, with these presents from Kohl's, you're going to leave them feeling impressed and convinced that you're a psychic. Shop Kohl's for an extra 20% off gifts that are the perfect fit. Select styles. Offer ends November 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or kohls.com for details.
The holidays are right around the corner. Is your home ready for hosting all your guests? My friends at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling are here to help with any unexpected plumbing or HVAC issues that we know are at the bottom of your holiday prep list. For the month of November, Hope will give you $200 off any $1,000 plus plumbing or HVAC service. Hope is here to help so you can get back to what matters most. Call Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today at 641-HOPE or online at hopeplumbing.com.
This hour powered by Pierce Jewelers, designers of fine custom jewelry in Carmel.
discuss a bad idea? And let me say for the record, I do not know who Shay Mitchell is. Shay Mitchell is an actress, and I'm told an entrepreneur. Okay, that's wonderful and terrific and good for her. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. You could almost feel the sigh coming on. Entrepreneur. The cosmetics game, what Kylie Jenner has proven is that this is the way to go. What Selena Gomez has proven is here it is. And they're making insane money. They've made themselves into billionaires. No question. It's been incredible. Well, here's Shay Mitchell. And Shay Mitchell is getting in on this, and she's on the Today Show. Right? When the Today Show goes over the Today Show, and it's Jenna Bush and friends. It's called Jenna and Friends. I didn't actually know that. Listen.
There has been a lot of buzz recently around the launch of a skincare brand for kids called Rini from model, actress, and entrepreneur Shay Mitchell.
Shay was looking for products for her young daughters, and when she couldn't find anything she deemed very suitable, she created her own.
But the products have stirred up some controversy, and now she's talking about it for the first time.
Controversy. That's what it stirred up. This is a skincare line for kids where she says it's not a beauty thing. It's more about added comfort and extra hydration. Line is called Rini, and it's the Korean word for children, according to the article. The problem here is that we seem to have in America a real issue with letting kids be kids. We have this idea that somehow children need to grow up way too quick, way too fast. They need to be politicized way too quick, sexualized way too quick. For what reason does any 8-year-old need makeup? She creates this skincare line for children as young as the age of 3. What happened to saying no? Now, I'm not arguing that kids don't dress up and do things, and there are these ideas of beauty, etc. And where is the parent to say, yeah, but that's not what is really beautiful? You're too young for that. Where does that exist? Which may be more of the question here. We have a serious problem with trying to adultize, not the word, but go with me, children. It's ugly and it's obscene. And it goes along with the same things, although I'm not putting her in this category. Children should be able to decide their own gender, and children can decide to have an abortion without their parents, and children this, and it's about the idea of emancipating children. It's about ending childhood altogether, and that is wrong. And as a society, we are failing miserably at protecting kids from themselves, because look at this. I'm not angry with Shay Mitchell. I'm saying Shay Mitchell is wrong. We don't need skincare lines for kids. We don't need it. We shouldn't want it. We should push back on it. Kids don't need to have their faces moisturized. What kids need to do is be kids and go play in dirt. And if your boy at the age of 2.5 is playing with his sister's dolls, doesn't mean he's trans. Doesn't need hormones and doesn't need you to put him in a dress. Could we please have some normalcy? And the answer is, oh no, Tony, there will be no normalcy today, which takes me to Texas. This story is nuts. So I shared with you yesterday that a court in Texas ruled that the map that the Texas legislature put out about redistricting, oh, this is unacceptable. This is too gerrymandered. It creates racially biased districts, and the answer is no. Well, out comes a dissent from Jerry Smith. And you're like, why is this dissent only happening now? As Jerry Smith explains in the dissent, which is, was it 50? Oh, I'm sorry. It's 104 pages. It starts with, fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night. I dissent from the entirety of Judge Brown's opinion granting a preliminary injunction. Jerry Smith starts ripping apart this decision to put an end to the maps by saying, I was at a funeral. I knew I was going to dissent, and the judges in this case did not give me the opportunity to engage a dissent. They pushed forward with their decision without letting me know. And this is such an abuse of power and such an abuse of the process that they should be forever ashamed of themselves. It is remarkable how aggressive this dissent is. Judge Brown's analysis exposes either a naivete that is unbefitting of the judiciary or a willful blindness unbecoming the judiciary. Collected below is a non-exhaustive list of misleading, deceptive, or false statements Judge Brown put forward. And it goes on for 2 pages. 2 pages of dissent of these listings. And it discusses the fact that these judges, Judge Brown in particular, absolutely abused the system, purposefully abused the system, and ignored me as a judge on this court in order to not only put out a decision that stops this map, but put out the decision so quickly without my being able to provide the dissent, that my dissent doesn't show up with the decision. It shows up later in the docket, which is to say that if you were to search this, you would have to do a separate search for the dissent. If you search for the case and its ruling, the dissent does not accompany it. And that was done on purpose. I am going to break this down even further on Tony Katz today. It's incredible. And when we talk about these activist judges, we have to do more than talk. It's time to take judges off the bench and shut down courts. Not expand them, shut them down. This goes against the Glenn Reynolds theory, the law professor at University of Tennessee. Glenn Reynolds is an incredible guy. He says more courts, I say less. We will discuss on Tony Katz today at noon. Matt Bear has traffic.
All right, Tony, inbound 69, crash in 96, backing us up to 116th Street. Inbound 70, stop and go traffic. Emerson Avenue into the north split. That continues to southbound 65, 70. We're jammed to Washington Street because of construction. Northbound 65, it's delayed 6 minutes. Keystone Avenue into the south split. And in Tipton County, southbound 31, still closed to State Road 28 because of a fatal crash. Traffic can use 28 over to 19. And go southbound and reroute from there. Traffic sponsored by B Window. It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
The latest on the Braun-Bray feud. Braun Voyage, baby!
Join us Thursday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
When it comes to your home, it's important to sell it to someone you can trust. Simple Quarters has helped over 3,000 families sell their homes in Indiana.
I'm excited to start the new chapter of my life. I'm going to be moving 2 states away to be with my husband. Ronnie came out to do my walkthrough. It was great. We had a chance to talk about the house. We had a chance to listen to what my goals were, and they helped me to meet them. Then I had the offer, I believe, within 2 hours of them coming through and doing the walkthrough. Simple Quarters never tried to change their offer at any point during the process. Once they gave me that offer, it stood. The offer was absolutely fair. They did explain to me how they came to that price, and it was a fair offer. The best part about this process is I didn't have to make any repairs to the house. Simple Quarters has taken it as is, which is a huge stress relief. It just couldn't have worked out better. It really couldn't have.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME. 317-900-HOME.
Garage door problems? Call today for service today. Garage Doors of Indianapolis services all makes of garage doors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call today for service today. 875-4577. Call today for service today. Get it fixed right now. Call Garage Doors of Indianapolis at 875-4577 or visit doorstoday.com.
In the morning, call 875-4577.
Service today?
Today.
Hi, it's Denny Smith, and when temps are dropping, it means your water heaters, softeners, and even those old pipes are under stress. Fall's the time when rain hits, the ground shifts, and tree roots start tearing into those old clay or PVC lines. LD Smith Plumbing can handle it all. Water heaters, softeners, leaks, even gas line inspections before you fire up that furnace or fireplace. And don't forget those hoses, hose bibs, and crawl space vents before the freeze hits. Call my friends at LD Smith Plumbing, the local pros I trust, or just head to ldsmithplumbing.com today.
Are you ready to build your custom dream home? Joyner Homes is ready to make your dream come true. Over 18 years, Joyner Homes, based out of Greenfield, have built hundreds of homes in central Indiana. And the best place to start is JoynerHomes.com. That's where you'll find pricing, photos of completed Joyner homes to inspire you, available home sites, and info on where you can visit their model homes and a lot more. Be sure to check out Joyner Homes' 5-star Google reviews. Get started today at JoynerHomes.com.
Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Windows Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free. Plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Traffic is tied up as the coroner is called in. Your radar is clear and it's 44 degrees in downtown Indianapolis this morning. A bit foggy out there, but we'll hit a high of 51 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:31.
So at approximately 4 o'clock this morning, the dispatch center received a call of an accident. Our deputies and Sheridan Police Department responded to the scene. Upon arrival, they found a SUV that had been involved in an accident along with a semi.
And that's Sergeant Brian Melton with the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office. He says someone driving an SUV hit a deer, which disabled their car, and then an SUV crashed into the SUV, and then a semi-truck crashed into the SUV from behind, killing the person driving the SUV. President Trump has signed a bill ordering the release of all government files related to the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Funeral services will be held this morning for former Vice President Dick Cheney. The Vice President for George W. Bush passed away earlier this month at the age of 84. The funeral will begin at 11 a.m. in Washington, D.C. at the Cathedral. New York City Mayor-elect Zoran Mamdani is set to meet with President Trump at the White House on Friday, despite Trump repeatedly criticizing him during his campaign. The House will vote on censuring a Republican member of Congress.
106 Democrats voted with over 200 Republicans to refer a resolution to censure and remove Congressman Corey Mills from his committee assignments to the House Ethics Committee. Fellow Republican Nancy Mace introduced the legislation against the Florida congressman over allegations of domestic abuse, stolen valor, and financial issues.
Such conduct by Representative Corey Mills affects the dignity and the integrity of the proceedings of the House.
Mills denying the accusations.
I believe in all the accusations and false things that are being said will be proven to be absolutely false in many ways.
The House Ethics Committee is formally investigating.
That's Fox's Ryan Schmelz reporting. You can expect a change in the weather pattern starting tonight.
Yeah, we're expecting rain to move into the southwestern portions of the state near Evansville late today. Not getting into the Indianapolis area probably until the overnight hours tonight.
That's forecaster Andrew White at the National Weather Service explaining that it'll probably rain most of all tomorrow here in Indianapolis before temperatures increase to more mild over the weekend. The 59th annual CMA Awards took place last night, and country singer Vince Gill walked away with one of the evening's biggest honors, the Willie Nelson Lifetime Achievement Award.
That list of people is astounding. And I'm pretty confident I'm the only one that's ever won this award that's never smoked any weed.
Meanwhile, singer-songwriter Lanny Wilson took home Entertainer of the Year award, Album of the Year, and Female Vocalist of the Year. Sports on WIBC, attention to detail and better defense. That was the formula Indiana Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle says delivered last night's win over the Charlotte Hornets as the Pacers snapped an 8-game losing streak. Final score, 127-118.
What we need to look at is disposition, attitude, conviction. Tonight, everybody was really committed on everything that they were doing, and that's how it had to be. Charlotte's a good team.
And the Pacers off to their worst start ever, losing 12 of their first 13. They'll play the Cleveland Cavaliers on Friday night on the road. The first place Indianapolis Colts take on the 5-5 Kansas City Chiefs this Sunday at Arrowhead Stadium.
I've heard it's a great stadium playing, great atmosphere, so it'll be a cool experience, and we understand the challenge we have here.
That's Colts wide receiver Alec Pierce.
They definitely need a win. I think there's definitely going to be some urgency in that building there, so I'm sure they'll be treating it like a playoff game, and we got to do the same.
And the Colts are 3.5-point underdogs. Sunday's game kicks off at 1 o'clock. College basketball tonight. Top-ranked Purdue plays Memphis in Nassau, Bahamas, and IU men's basketball team back at home tonight against Lindenwood. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go. And at WIBC.com at 8:35, traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Baer.
Yeah, we're in Tipton County, southbound 31, still closed to State Road 28 because of a fatal crash, and traffic is being pushed at State Road 28. Inbound 69 in from Fisher's crash at 96th Street. Traffic backed up to 116th. Westbound 70, stop and go Emerson Avenue into the north split, a 5-minute delay. Turns into southbound 65-70, and that's jammed down to Washington Street because of construction. Northbound 65, stop and go from South Keystone Avenue into the South Split, a construction zone. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Window's Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free. Plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now and visit bwindow.com. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
44 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time, it's 8:36.
We know that around the holidays, things don't always go as planned. That's why Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles. So make memories this season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Over 2,000 to choose from. And buy with zero down. Yes, zero down delivers. Every Hubler Q-certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. It includes a 128-point vehicle inspection, plus a free Carfax history report. Plus, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. No matter where your plans take you, spread cheer all season long, knowing Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles. Happy holidays, Indiana. Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations. Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
It's time to fill up on the news, presented by Simple Quarters. Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME, 317-900-HOME. We have got the Dow futures up 245. Oh, nice to see things back. This has to do with NVIDIA. There was a real concern about, is this AI hype really too much hype? And NVIDIA said, don't worry, we're doing fine. And everyone said, great, here's our money. Basically what went down. That's the Dow futures up 242. NASDAQ futures are up 406. That is a change. Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning. And wait, the jobs report came out today? Oh, this is the, okay. So this is the September jobs report that we never got because of the shutdown. I'm sorry, I didn't think this stuff was coming out until December. Oh, that's the October one. Okay, October's not coming out till December, but September just came out now. And they're saying that September said the economy added 119,000 jobs, which is more than expected. Unemployment now at 4.4%, the highest it's been since October 2021. Hourly earnings up 3.8% from a year ago. But they only went up 0.2 for the month. Oh, this is going to take a little bit of breakdown. The market certainly seems to be responding with a bit of positivity. For sure, but it also had a couple days of sell-off. Really, I think people saw it more as nervousness. Oil prices, $59.77 a barrel on the West Texas crude, $64.07 on the Brent crude. The 10-year Treasury, 4.115. Not where you want to be at all. You've seen mortgage demand slow down. Gold prices, $4,086 an ounce. Silver at $51.08 an ounce. So that's where we are right now. You know the world is crazy, but we do not have to be. And that's why every Thursday, can you believe it's Thursday? I bring you the Tony Katz TK Thursday Music Moment, presented by KillaDentRemoval.com. Kill-A-Dent Removal, they're the people you speak to when you want to get the door dings out of your car. You got hit by a shopping cart in the parking lot, hail, whatever it is. It's on your roof, it's on your hood, it's on the doors. It doesn't matter. Kill-A-Dent will come to you. Their mobile dent repair. They will fix everything, make it look absolutely amazing. You're going to love what it is they do. KillaDentRemoval.com is who you go to. KillaDentRemoval.com to get those door dings out of your car, that mobile dent repair. So easy to work with. They do such good work for you. The world's crazy. We do not have to be. And so we take a moment on Thursdays, the TK Thursday Music Moment, and we play some music. We take a moment to say we don't have to be nuts. They're all nuts. We're not interested in being nuts. Not interested at all. So we roll down the windows in our car. We turn up the speakers in the house or turn up the earbuds. We grab a drink. Hey, I'm not here to judge what it is. Maybe you work third shift, but not if you're driving. And we play some music. That's what we do. By the way, you've got it all together, Carl? You've got everything?
Yeah, I do.
All right, just making sure. I didn't know. I send it to Carl every Thursday. I went to 1997, a song that is very unlike me in all the things I played, but you got to hit everything, everywhere. You got to do it. And it was one of those songs that if you were of a certain generation, like in the early 2000s, late 90s, you heard all the time. Roll down the window, turn up your radios. From an album that I don't think I can pronounce the title of. 1997, Smash Mouth. Smash Mouth? Yeah. Walking on the Sun. Producer Carl, hit it.
This is a love attack. I know when our body's back, it's just like any fat. It retracts before impact. And just like fashion, it's a passion for the width and hip. If you got the goods, they'll come in, buy it just to stay in the click. So don't delay, act now. Supplies are running out. Allow if you're still alive. 6 to 8 years to arrive. And if you follow them, maybe out tomorrow. But if the author's shun, you might as well be walking on the sun. Years ago, they spoke out could you feel soaked with the tears because the baby's life has been revoked? The bond is broke, got so choked up and focus on the close up. Mr. Wizard can't reform. No God like Hocus Pocus, so don't sit back, kick back and watch the world get bushwhacked. News that's in your neighborhood is under attack. Put away the crack before the crack put you away. You need to be there when your baby's old enough to relate. So don't delay, act now, supplies are running out. Allow if you're still alive, 6 to 8 years to arrive. And if you follow them, maybe on tomorrow. But if the author's shun, you might as well be walking on the sun. You might as well be walking on the sun. You might as well be walking on the sun. You might as well be walking on the sun. You might as well be walking on the sun.
Yeah. Oh, you remember. You act like you don't, but your toes did tap. Everything we do over there for the TK Thursday Music Moment presented by KillaDentRemoval.com is listed at WIBC.com. And all the bumper music is in playlist. Producer Carl makes that happen. Producer Carl, where do they find the playlist?
You can find the playlists on my tweets. There's so many of them, I can't just put them all on the front page of WIBC.com.
Follow Carl Showbiz on the Twitter X, and you can get all the playlists for everything we do musically, because that's what we're known for, the music. Matt Bear has traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
Yeah, looking at southbound 69, guys. It's a crash at 96th Street. Traffic backed up 116th Street for a 6-minute delay. Inbound 70, stop and go. Sherman Drive to the North Split, and southbound 6570 jams. North Split to Washington Street because of construction. Northbound 65 delayed 10 minutes from Keystone Avenue up to the South Split. I do have good news for the roads on the north side. Eastbound 465 to southbound Meridian Street. That exit ramp has reopened in about a month ahead of schedule, all part of that Level Up 31 construction project. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Transform your bath and double the value. It's B Window's Black Friday bath sale. Buy one bath, get one free, plus no interest and no payments for 24 months. Call now or visit bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
44 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. It's not like I don't say it every day. 44 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. Heating Weather Center. American Standard Heating Weather Center. Hey, may have gotten it right. Hope I passed the audition. The time is 8:47.
Hamilton is coming. Tickets are on sale now for the Tony and Pulitzer Prize-winning musical, Hamilton, in Indianapolis at Old National Center from December 2nd to the 14th. Get tickets at BroadwayInIndianapolis.com.
Are you ready to put joint pain behind you and get to a place where persistent pain doesn't control your life? The dedicated orthopedic experts at Community Health Network are here to turn those goals into a reality. With personalized treatment options that include robotic-assisted surgery, we'll help you feel your best so you can get back to enjoying your hobbies again. Learn more about your care options at ecommunity.com/ortho. Community Health Network. Exceptional care, simply delivered.
Remember lining up before dawn on Black Friday? Those days might be gone, but the excitement isn't. Great Lakes Honda of Fishers is keeping Black Friday alive all month long and kicking off Happy Honda Days. This month only, lease a 2026 CRV LX all-wheel drive for $359 a month for 39 months with 0 down and registered Winnie Yeti cooler. Visit Great Lakes Honda of Fishers off State Road 37 today. Tax not included with approved credit through Honda Financial. In-stock new Hondas only, not combinable with other offers. $10K a year. All fees and first payment due at signing. Offer ends November 30th. See dealer for details.
Fall is great in Indy, so don't ruin it by painting. Do what Mike did. He called Rhino Shield.
Our home is basically a contemporary, and we just started noticing that the paint was just fading and just looked like garbage. We had received a postcard from Rhino Shield, and we decided to take a look at it.
Rhino Shield's formulated for our specific climate here in Indiana.
The process with Rhino Shield and their crew, they were just very conscientious. We had problems in the past with painters. They leave debris and everything. Well, we didn't have that with Rhino Shield.
Way better than paint, backed by a 25-year warranty. Right now, get the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 15% off the regular price.
The thing about Rhino Shield, the heat gain has been reduced, and we save $70 a month. You don't hear that about any type of paint.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
I'm Dwight Freeney, and my friend Eli is alive today thanks to someone who said yes to organ donation. When Eli was just 12 years old, he received a liver transplant that saved his life because someone just like you said yes to being an organ donor. His story and many others like his are why I have teamed up with Indiana Donor Network and Donate Life Indiana to help end the wait for life-saving organs. You can help. Say yes to being an organ donor next time you are at the BMV.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
WIBC cares, and if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at WIBC.com.
Wow, Carl. Now, if you don't understand what's happening here, this is producer Carl turning to all of you and saying, wow, I think you're stupid. That's an unbelievable thing to do, producer Carl. Unbelievable.
Not everybody is our age.
Shocking. Screw that. What? How dare you, you animal? You filthy beast. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. It's time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? Here is how we play our game, and I'm only playing it just to hear what Matt Bear says. Producer Carl has picked a television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is. Now, I'm allowed to utilize the chat room. You know, we live stream youtube.com/WIBC, and they can contribute. Or I can phone a friend and ask Matt Bear. Sometimes I have asked Casey Daniels for help, but she never responds. She never responds, and I know what you're saying. Anti-Semite. I agree. I agree. Casey Daniels. Good Lord. You would think. You would think after all these years, maybe she'd throw a little love our way. Nope. Nope, not happening. Now, we all know what this is, but we have to check in with Matt Bear and phone a friend. Let's start this from the beginning, producer Carl. Let's start the song from the beginning. Matt Bear, what is this television theme song?
Tony, that's Nip Tuck.
That's so good. I swear to you, we have never planned that. We never planned him doing it. It's just so good. That is now. I believe the song is Yakety Sax, and that is the theme to Benny Hill. Thank you. But it is. That is Yakety Sax, right? So, I believe that is right. On Tony Katz today at noon, we're going to take a look into this story, this accusation that a representative from Florida, a Democrat, stole $5 million in FEMA funds through a home health company that her family has. And then this story out of City Journal is nuts. By the way, I love City Journal. If you ever want to read something that makes you say, oh yeah, there are people smarter than me, City Journal from the Manhattan Institute is insane how good these people are. And the story is that in Minnesota, you have people who are making claims of children needing certain levels of Medicaid funding, and they're utilizing that funding to send back to Somalia, where it ends up in the hands of terrorist organizations. It's crazy. I'm going to bring you everything I can about it. It's just a reminder that the things we're told, hey, this is the big story, isn't necessarily the big story. Now, Trump meeting with Mamdani tomorrow, that's an interesting story. That's an interesting story. Trump is going to meet with the New York mayor-elect at the White House. I'm curious. I am curious to see how that goes. And I wonder if Mamdani's base is going to be very angry about this because, you know, Trump bad and Orange Man bad and all that stuff. We will see. But I will catch you guys at noon. Kendall and Casey are up next, and Matt Bear has traffic.